Cheese.
Good. What?
Cheese.
Horrible.
Good morning, campers. Welcome back to camp. We're here for you today, playing another tabletop quest. We're going to be playing Spell the RPG.
As suggested by me.
There's copyright info around here somewhere. Let me grab that real quick, and I'll just throw that up on screen.
Good idea.
I think it
Boom. Copyright info. If you want any of that.
Wow.
Cool.
It's really good though.
What's really good? The copyright info?
No, this game.
Oh, yeah. It should be fun.
Cool.
Well, in this game, the special thing about it, pretty much you're all wizards, and you all cast spells using letter tiles.
And I'm the drunk one.
Yes. I'm drinking only water, I promise.
I've been drinking a lot too.
Haha.
Of water.
Of water.
I drink the water.
Drink it.
Frida!
Frida!
So,
Drink the water!
first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with character creation. Also labeled character gen in the journal. Man, you really can't see this thing, huh?
Nope.
If you open it up in a new tab, you can, if you click on it to zoom in, right-click on that, and you can do open in a new tab.
Oh, is that what you sent me earlier today?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you can zoom in on it, and you can see everything you want to see here. So for character generation, oh, I wrote this really weird. So each character, you have a bunch of impulses. Let me pull up a character sheet. Here we go. You have a bunch of impulses. You have ardor, clout, daring, faith, flair, mood, nerve, peace, smarts, trust, vigor, and vision. These are your skills, stats, all mixed in one. This is also your health, just so you know. When you take damage, you're going to take damage to your stats. It's going to be temporary, though, so you're going to want to make sure what you remember what your max is. Go ahead and write it somewhere. Probably in your notes would be good. If an impulse is at 0, which all of them start at 0 until you put points into them, it means you can't use that stat to do anything. At first level, you're going to have 10 points that you can use to upgrade your impulses. Each impulse will max out at level 6.
Cool.
So you can put all of your points in just 2 impulses if you want, but then that makes you just really bland character because you only have a couple things you can do. Or you can go ahead and just put 1 point in nearly everything, which again kind of makes you kind of bland, and you're gonna die real quick.
Because you're good at nothing.
So wait, how much do we start with?
You start with 10 points.
So I can put them into whatever right now.
Yes, go ahead. You can go ahead and do that. David and Spencer.
To a maximum of 6.
Yep, the character sheet shouldn't allow you to go higher than that. It does not.
Oh, cool.
Oh, David's already started to put it in style stuff. That's good. I like that. All right. I'm going to let you reveal that one.
Should you read the campaign starter so they know what they're going for?
Yeah, so you know what you're going for. So you're students to the worst crime known to humankind, magic. One day you were doing your normal routine, and then weird shapes started appearing. They were everywhere, in the sky, on the ground, even occupying the same space as different objects. You recognize a couple letters or words from different writings in the church, but while you would recognize them as such, you can't read and wouldn't know what they said. You know the church would string you up for being a witch, so you either tried to ignore it or sought others with the same affliction. So you found, or either you were found by, a Mr. Squinn. He explained that he can help you in exchange for your open mindfulness and cooperation. After 3 meetings with Mr. Squinn, you learned the alphabet and have a basic understanding of the written language. He taught you how to rearrange letters you see in the world to create different spells and even magic. And for tonight's meeting, he says he has something important to tell you.
I'm Mr. Squinn.
Josh is playing Mr. Squinn for us today.
Woo.
He's a level 3 character.
Wow.
Also known as a practiced character.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's a practiced character, which is level 3. You two are starting out as newbies, which is level 1 or level 0. I don't know where it starts.
Level none.
No.
So I see, Spencer, you've put in a few things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we wanted to go over sort of what the impulses do. So with Arter's important because this is your character's passion. This is something they're gonna know a lot about, so you can put in like cars. They wouldn't make sense in our timeline, but this is the example they give. Is if your Arter was cars, you can fix, drive, or spout trivia about cars better than anyone who didn't. However, if you go to something more what do you call it? More in-depth, more specific, like classic dragsters, you can probably even build one from scrap, but you wouldn't be able to do that with something like a modern SUV. You probably don't know anything about how to drive one or something like that.
So the more specific the Arter is, the more skillful you are in it.
Yes, so you can have a very powerful, very specific, or a more broad understanding of things.
Interesting.
For an example, in one of the streams I watched of it, someone's Arter was swords. They just
Yes.
really liked swords.
Then the next one is clout. You can pull rank, give orders, or flex your dominance over somebody else. It can be used from a position of benevolent leadership in order to speak with some authority, or you can just powerhouse over people. A character will use clout to garner a greater reputation through whatever means: fear, love, bribery.
It's the intimidate and diplomacy skill.
Yeah, it's easier if you have like fame or higher rank or something. You can easily use that. Or if you have just giant muscles, you can use that to intimidate people. The next one is daring. Daring is used in situations with very high risk. These are very experimental or untrustworthy outcomes. Few actions ever accomplished with daring are subtle. So doing something daring, you're probably not going to be doing something quiet more often than not. Unless you're doing something completely stupid, then maybe you're being very quiet for it. I don't know. Like breaking into a prison.
I feel like if it's risky enough, then you can be quiet about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot this pineapple into the Prime Minister's head.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be very sneaky.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's daring. That's
specific though.
it's very yeah, it also depends on what your character is. So while some people would be like, "Oh, skydiving, that requires a lot of bravery." If you're a skydiving instructor, you can't use daring to just jump out of a plane. That doesn't make sense. Faith. Now, faith doesn't just mean God. This is just your ability to believe in something or anything. You can believe in other people. You can believe in God or gods. You can believe in science. You can believe in luck. It just covers all of that. You have to pick which one you'd want, though. You can't just have any of them. So you have to say, hey, I believe a lot in luck. I want to be a very lucky person, or something like that.
My character has a small amount of faith in others.
A small amount of faith.
Flair. Flair is a lot like daring, but instead of trying to do something super risky, you're trying to do something to just show off. You try to make lasting impressions, project a powerful presence, or stand out in some significant way. This one definitely can't be used with sneaking. 100% I will not allow it, unless, I don't know, something really stupid happens.
Yeah.
Flair is useful for appearing impressive or memorable. Mood. Mood is used to act on your emotions alone, to benefit from overriding power of emotion, or to understand the emotions of others. This can include anger, so like big old barbarian guy can use his mood, or this can be used for happiness, to try and infect happiness to others, make people less sad, or it could be sadness, you're trying to depress somebody. Mood can be any of the emotions, and you can use that however you need to, as long as it's emotion based. Nerve is used to face spiritual or philosophical opposition. Philosophical, there we go. So you face those no matter the odds and continue to push at a goal out of dedication or when skill and ability has completely failed. So something like walking a dangerous path might be manageable, then you just can do that normally. But if there's a looming danger over the path, then maybe you need nerve to make sure you are able to actually complete that journey without wimping out. Nerve can also be used as a failsafe for when all the character has left is their refusal to give up. So yeah, it's like a last resort skill. Peace. You can pretty much gather most of it from the name. Peace is used to diffuse intense or antagonistic situations, to comfortably navigate casual situations, or to present oneself as non-threatening. Beyond that, peace can be used to find win-win situations and reconcile conflicts. Your smarts. Another one that you can probably just figure out is smarts is used to consider situations logically, handle raw data, and appreciate the significance of information. More than anything, it's the method to approach situations that can almost be universally applicable. Smarts alone will not grant as much knowledge as ardor will for whatever your ardor is. So somebody with an ardor of cars could beat somebody, or would be smarter in cars than somebody with just like max smart. If that made any sense.
Yes.
Trust is used to work in tandem with willing individuals to inspire trust in others and in various leadership situations. So this is getting people to trust you, or even the darker side of trust is you can use this ability to manipulate or simply take advantage of other people. So it's like, put your trust in me. Go attack the castle alone. You won't die, I promise.
You'd have like max trust for that.
Pretty much.
Worded that way, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Usually somebody with a high amount of trust would probably be able to word it better. It's just I'm not very good at making people trust me, so you know. The next one is Vigor. Vigor is used when the character's physical help or prowess is called into question, though it's not used for all physical or athletic actions by default. Vigor, as a method of accomplishing tasks, is about doing it the manual way. So it's about meeting challenges head-on, going often literally the extra mile. So this is like, hey, I want to just punch this door. Why? I don't know. Just wanted to punch it. This is if you get poisoned or something, this would go under there. Stuff like that. And then vision. Vision is used to see what's missing from the world and devise plans on how to fix those missing pieces and acting on those plans. It's not used for basic observations or noticing things around them, something like a perception check. This is not what this is. Vision is a tool for problem solving. It's less about being able to see dirty footprints through the hall and more about knowing what they mean.
Ah. Ooh, dirty footprints. Must be someone walking through the house with mud on their feet.
The aliens!
Oh, there's a little bit
No.
of green goo. Must be aliens. So those are all the things. Now, all of them can more or less be used to accomplish something another could do. So you could not have any points in vigor whatsoever and still be able to beat down doors. How? Well, you just look at one of your skills and figure out which one would help you. You could say flair. Flair would help you beat down a door because you want to do it spectacularly. You want people to just remember you're the person that beats down doors.
See, for me, I would be like, I try to use my smarts to find a clever way to beat the door down, not with my fists, but with maybe something else.
Yeah,
Like a
something like
battering ram.
yeah, he could use a tool, or he can even take it off its hinges and then it'll fall over or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mood, you could use anger. Just anger's an easy one for mood. It's not the only one, but it's the one that I can think of easiest. So if you use mood, you can be like very angry and you want to angrily beat down the door. And those are just a few examples. Pretty much most of them can do something another one can.
Okay.
And those are all of the
Very
impulses.
cool.
Now that you know all that, I see Spencer put some memes in his
LOL.
thing. Anyway, now that you guys know what the impulses is, you can go ahead and finish those out. Looks like you already did. Spencer has 10. David has 3, 6, 9, 10. Perfect.
Haha! Perfect. Yes, it's perfect. I don't have any spells.
Yep. The next thing will be your spells.
Oh boy.
So after you have those, you get, as a level 1 newbie character,
Yeah.
you get 1 permanent spell.
Ooh, what is it?
This doesn't mean that you only ever have 1 spell through the entire game. You can always cast random spells using the letter tiles, as we have talked about in the previously.
Okay.
Did I talk about it while recording?
I don't remember.
Not while recording, no.
We'll talk about it again. So, yes, the spells, your permanent spells are basically just the spells that you'll always be able to know without having it be random. You could always say, hey, I want to use this spell. I have it. It's useful in this situation.
Yes, okay, cool.
So go ahead and pick one of your impulses. We'll start with David.
It's
Alphabet.
usually
Oh.
best to choose a good one.
Oh boy.
Pick,
No.
Yeah, pick one of your
Hmm.
impulses.
Oh jeez. What do I have for impulses?
If you want, you can change some. Because I see you have spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it'd be good.
It can be. It can be.
For reference,
Okay.
I have six of my impulses are zeros.
1, 2,
I think Josh,
3,
don't you
4,
have straight up
5.
have a 6? As
I
one of
have
your
a 6,
impulses?
yeah.
Yes.
You have
Nine
a
of mine.
6?
Mine or 0.
He maxed out one of his impulses, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, yeah. Oh, wow. Well,
Yes.
Rolling 66 is so good, though.
It is.
let me do this type thing. Here we go. Okay, I like that more. All right.
What did you take out of
Spells.
to do that?
Oh, I got rid of mood.
Okay.
Let's see. So if I want to add a spell, I don't know. Make spells to it. I don't know.
All right. So Spencer, what impulse do you want for your 1 spell?
Smarts.
Smart.
Are you hampering on my smart skill, boy?
No.
Smarts is a good one for most wizards.
It's pretty dang good.
Your smarts is 4, so you're going to be getting 24 letters, which you can
Whoa.
try and build a single spell out of.
I was thinking it'd be fun if you whispered the letters to us so then no one knows what they are, so it's a lot more hilarious when a word comes out of it.
We can. However, part of the thing is that people can help build words.
I mean, I think it'd be funner if they helped, if they asked for help.
24 letters is like most of the alphabet.
Yes, but some of them are duplicates.
Ah. So, I want to do order.
Yeah, we'll do yours in a second. You let
You
Spencer
gotta
go
go
first.
first.
Yep, I sure did.
Do we want to do the first? Let's just do the first spell out loud.
Oh yeah, it makes sense for stuff.
Oh, man, you have a lot of O's.
Oh noes.
Oops, all O's.
That is a possibility.
I cast ooh.
That is a possibility, not a good possibility, but
I think I remember one time somebody got a C, X, and an N for a spell.
That's impossible.
All right, those are your letters.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Foo.
Abagfootball.
Actually, okay. If you do want help, I see some really good
Give me some
ones.
helps. Give me
Yeah,
some
Okay.
helps.
And remember,
I like to point out that this is a smart skill that you can use to cast Fool. You could do
Ooh.
Fool Axe.
yes,
Or
based on
Bog Fool Axe.
the more specific you make it, the of course, the more quote unquote powerful it'll be. But at the same time, the less uses you'll have for it.
You
So
could
just remember
use
that.
Axe Lung to axe someone's lung.
Oh god.
I don't know if that would actually fall under smarts.
Oh, yeah, that
Really,
wouldn't fall under smarts at all.
That's hilarious.
the word you come up with for your spell does have to work with your impulse.
Spencer,
What?
Spencer, I need you to consider
Big fool.
a fool box.
What is this, snake oil?
It's a box to hide your fools in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Find
there's-
all the unintelligent and put fools in.
cutting that out.
You could do box bag fool.
I still like big fool.
That's pretty good, honestly.
Big fool.
Big
You can do
fool.
goof,
One thing to consider is think
Or
about
weak fool.
bag, fog.
Weak
Oh,
fool
about-
sounds kind of cool.
Weak fool
I
and
think-
big fool would both be pretty good because that gives you some versatility. You can use it as an
Yes.
attack, or you can even use it as a defense.
One thing that I saw, like fool, think about it as also not only like someone stupid, but also tricking somebody. You
Yeah.
could make a big fool out of somebody. Make them embarrassed.
Oh!
Yes.
There's a lot of cool stuff you could do.
Spells don't have set definitions, so you can come up with a word, and as long as with these permanent spells, whenever you cast them, as long as it fits within that word, you can do it. So like
No,
big,
Spencer, you have the letters. Do a big fool.
there's
Okay.
literally no benefit to adding a, but all right. So something
I
like
like
that.
it, but-
You can use it as an attack and just attack their brain, basically. Or you can create a giant illusion, like Josh said. It could be a trick. You can create
You
a
can
big
trick
illusion.
somebody. Or you can make someone do something embarrassing. Make them make a big fool out of themselves.
I like it. I like it
Yeah.
a lot. I like a big fool.
You
Yeah.
could make them fart on command.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your
What
command,
better
of course.
spell for a student?
oh,
You're a bad student. All right.
oh.
So, do I add this on my spell list?
Yes. Go ahead and click add.
Just remember that you could only cast it anytime you could use smarts, since you used smarts as an impulse to do it.
Yes.
And it's level 4, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Well, it's whatever level you have. What level?
I
4?
think they only get 2. Maybe?
I don't have it pulled up because I'm dumb.
Silly Caleb.
I have it right here. They have 1 point.
So it's a level 1 spell. The only thing is when your impulse is at 0, whether it's a permanent spell or not, you can't cast it. So if your
Makes
smarts went down
sense.
to a 0, your big fool spell is all of a sudden useless.
Oh no, someone's
No.
drawing a big fool.
No!
All right, David, you're next.
I'm next.
Your spell. You wanted to do your ardor?
I think so, yeah.
What's his ardor for?
He'll reveal that in time.
will be revealed.
Unless you want to reveal it right now, I don't really care.
It'd make it easier for us to help.
Throwing weapons.
Oh.
Oh, you changed it. Okay.
Shh! Don't say
What
that.
time period is
Oh.
this?
Fantasy.
Yeah, it's medieval.
Okay.
It's like a medieval fantasy.
Throwing weapons.
Church controls everything.
It includes rocks.
Church makes it
So,
illegal to
paddles?
learn English.
You said so. That's a 3
Javelins?
times 6. You get 18 letters with which
Oh
you
boy.
may make a spell with.
So just remember that this spell that you make, since you used your ardor throwing things, or whatever it actually is, I don't know, you can only cast a spell when you're doing that ardor.
Oh, okay. So if I'm throwing a weapon,
And you can
I
cast
can
a
use the
spell.
spell. So I just need to pick up a rock and throw it at someone.
You just need to
That would
make sure
work.
you have something that would be, like, it would apply.
Considered it. Oh. Hmm.
Necrobus.
Necrobus.
I don't know how that would work for throwing weapons, but yeah.
You could write
There's
Borg.
arcane in there.
Bork?
Arcane is in there? Oh, dude!
Dude.
Arcane throwing weapons.
Let's see. Hold on.
R-A-R-C.
It is in there, yeah.
Arcane
Yeah.
Ram.
Arcane
Arcane
Worm.
Arcane
Is there
Ram.
2 R's? No.
I like
Yes, there is
Arcane
2 R's.
Ram.
Arcane Worm sounds cool too.
But Arcane
Yeah.
Ram, every time you throw a weapon, it turns into this giant sheep that pulls down your opponent.
Dude!
Or a battering ram?
Or you can use it as a battering ram to just attack. You throw knives or rocks at a door and burst it down.
Or you just use them to ram people around.
Dude, I like this
That's a
one.
really
I'm gonna go
good
with
rule.
it. I like Arcane Ram.
That
Sounds
is-
good to me.
That is really fun. I hope you
Super
enjoy that.
good. Yeah, I wish there was an H, I wish there was a H. Then you could have done, or if there was an H and an extra A. Oh wait, Arcane Ram doesn't work. There's only 2 A's.
Is there only 2 A's?
There's only 2 A's.
Oh no.
Arcane Worm it is!
Worm.
You could do worm.
You could do Arcane Nom. Make it bite.
Nom nom nom.
Worm's not as cool. Alright, let me see.
You could do arcane bus. That would work just as well.
Bus? What would a bus be in a fantasy time?
It just makes this giant, like, purple bus. Really, nobody knows what it is.
You could do Arcane. You could do Arcane Box.
Box.
I like that one.
Or Arcane Socks. Or Arcane Sock! Putting that in there for future. Ooh, Arcane Rock.
Arcane rock.
True, Arcane Rock.
You could rock people around.
Pretty much all of your throwing
No.
weapons would be good.
No, we
as
can't do
rocks.
Arcane Rock or Stock. There's only one C.
Arcane Work?
There's only one C.
Oh, crap, you're right.
Oh, work. Yeah, I guess. I think bus works. We'll go Arcane Bus. That sounds good.
Alright.
It's a giant bus. Similar to Ram. Dang, Ram would be good.
Arcane Musk!
Arcane musk. Oh no.
Lovely.
Throw something.
Delicious
Ah,
musk.
smell that.
Or if you want, you could just say arcane, and so all of your throwing weapons are arcane. If you don't want to be too specific.
Arcane Bus.
Arcane. Oh, the A problem, never mind.
Yeah, I know. It takes a few letters out, so you lose that one, that one.
Arcane rum.
Mmm.
Arcane. Oh, you don't have a P. Arcane Rump.
You could do rump. All of your
Arcane-
throwing
there's no
weapons
P,
always
though.
hit in the rump.
Okay, guys, hear me out. Arcane Grow.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Good, yeah.
Make things grow as you throw them.
Ooh.
Throw a rock and it becomes a boulder.
Or anything you hit becomes gross.
Ooh, if I hit a small ant, suddenly it's a giant ant.
Although you might kill it with the rock in the first step.
Although, yeah.
I like the idea of just like one character who has the spell a big fool and arcane sock.
You do arcane sob. Make people sad every time.
Oh no, there's a giant knife coming for me.
Or arcane sob! Make a sandwich!
Sub. I'm hungry. I need a sandwich.
A magical sandwich.
You just pick up a rock, throw it in the air, it comes back down a sandwich.
Ooh, nice. Well, I think bus would be pretty good though. So I'm
Going with
gonna
arcane
go with
bus.
that. Yeah, we're gonna go with bus.
Oh, you could use it as a teleport spell.
What?
Because buses transport people around, right?
Ooh, I like your thinking.
He has to use his
Guys,
ardor
quick!
of throwing
Must
stuff
make a
to
quick escape.
activate
Everyone,
it.
get in my arcane bus.
Let me throw my rock so I can summon my bus!
You could throw something and either have you teleport to it or it teleport somewhere else. As long as
Ooh.
The day I roll a spell and it says summon blank, I'm gonna be so happy.
Summon O.
The letter O.
All
I
right.
guess just summon would be
Alright,
pretty
alright,
good
I'm
too.
gonna go with that.
You're going with
Yeah.
arcane bus.
Yes.
All right. All you guys need to do now is make sure your characters are fleshed out, give them names, and we're ready.
Before we start, can I just tell them one of my favorite spells that I've been teaching them with this whole time?
Oh yeah.
To help you guys learn quicker, I've been casting my favorite smart spell, Time to Learn.
10 out of 10.
You get a lot of letters with 6 smart.
Yeah, when you have 6 smarts, you can roll a lot of letters.
What are your other ones? I gotta look at those.
They're pretty basic, but fun.
Oh yeah. I like them both.
They're
Oh, I
both really good.
see. I see what you did
Yeah.
here.
I literally just took them all out of my smarts one because that's useless now.
It probably doesn't work like that, but that's how we're gonna run it this time until I get clarification.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want my character to be.
Well, right now you are a student who makes fools out of people.
Is also apparently willing to go against the law to learn magic. Keep that in mind.
It may not always be that you're willing as well, but it's also you feel like you're forced to. Like this was forced upon you for some reason. Now you have to do it.
Although Mr. Squinn would never make it feel like it's forced.
As he's sitting there casting magic on you to learn faster.
So,
No, he's making it whimsical.
what does style mean?
Style would be like your personality, pretty much. How you go about things.
Where do I put the name?
You can go ahead and click edit in the top right, and you can edit your name there.
Ooh. There you go.
So Sorabelli, something I should have said is most people don't have last names. What is the story behind Sorabelli, if there is one?
It's his family name.
It could be the name of the town you're from, if you'd like.
Gaston of Sorabelli. I like it.
There you go. There's now
Okay,
a town.
look.
The town is now named Sorabelli.
I also found the text where it says that permanent spells can be used for
Yeah.
multiple things.
Say it one more time.
I found the text in the rule thing where it says permanent spells can be used for multiple purposes.
Oh, perfect.
All right, she's done.
She? Ooh!
Whoa!
Surprising.
Her name is Sabbath.
Don't be too surprised, Mr. David. Spencer likes to
Oh.
make girl characters.
Shut up!
Okay then.
Yeah.
Nothing
Don't you know
against it.
Reaper's-
I love
don't you
making
know
girl
Reaper's
characters too.
biggest secret? Reaper's big secret is
He's a girl. Wait, what?
It's Reaper's big secret. He's a girl.
Sure.
Josh, you're not supposed to tell.
I'm sorry.
Josh.
Dang it!
I mean, have you ever looked up his loincloth?
Why are you looking over there? Pervert.
He covers it. Baka.
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Alright. Gaston of Sorbelly.
I completely blanked on how combat works. Josh, do you remember how combat works?
Kinda.
All right, we'll help each other, please.
Okay.
All right, we're also going to be doing this completely theater of the mind because I didn't have time to really make much.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yay,
Oh.
someone's helped draw the dude.
It says that damage is done with spirit, which is just the sum of your.
Yeah,
This is the
I
sum of
remember
your
that
stuff.
part. I just forgot how defense works. It looks like additionally each sixth of the defender rolls inflicts a -1 penalty to the actor.
So, do we need to keep track of what the totals are if it's just the sum of all of it?
What? Say it one more time.
Because your spirit, which is how you take damage, right?
Yep.
Is just the sum of all of your impulses. So, do we need to remember what our max is when we just lose spirit?
No, because at the end of every round is when you apply the damage to your impulses.
Oh.
However, you have to apply the damage to your impulses from what you defended with.
Makes sense.
We'll go over that when we get to it. All right, let me close down these character sheets. I don't need those anymore. Oh, as a man with a maraca.
He's a big fool.
All right, so you guys.
But does he have an arcane bus?
Or a big fool.
He is the
He
big
is
fool.
the
Oh,
big
that's
fool.
fine.
Here, I'll draw on the bus for you.
Ah! Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
What the hell? That shouldn't work.
All right, you guys
Well
ready?
done. Yes.
We're gonna switch screens.
Why does this work?
Stop drawing.
Weird. Anyway, keep going.
Church.
So this is the town of Sorabelli.
Yay!
Hey. Oh no, that makes you concerned.
What?
Wait, this means I'm in my hometown?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Sorabelli is
We're
David's
houses.
character's last name.
It's warehouses. I spelled that wrong, didn't I?
Oh no!
Where
Houses by day, humans by night.
How do you spell
We
warehouses?
just all get up
Nay?
and go away.
It's W-A-R-E,
Monster houses.
yeah. That's really scary.
There we go.
My house is gone!
It's day again.
Just got up and walked away.
All right. So you guys are in the town of Sorabelli.
Sorabelli.
Mr. Gaston and
Thanks.
Miss you didn't change your name, Sabatha.
Oh, oops.
It's to help me remember, if you would, please. Sabatha would also be of Sorabelli, but you know that doesn't matter too much.
But Gaston really likes the of Sorabelli on his last.
It's
Okay.
it's his favorite. So Gaston and Sabatha are waiting outside the house that Mr. Squinn has been using for your classroom, waiting for Mr. Squinn to actually let you in. Today, you know that he has something big, something important to tell you.
Oh boy.
So go ahead and introduce yourselves to each other. Start with Gaston. Well,
Hello.
introduce yourselves, not to each other. You would already know each other for a while.
Well, my name is Gaston of Solid Belly. And I'm a wonderful, fun, outgoing person that loves to chat about anything and everything, loves learning, more than chatting, and will pay close attention. Will flee from danger, though, unless he's sure it's safe. He loves dogs and manly ladies. He loves archery and physical well-being.
Was his original ardor manly ladies?
He's 5'11". He's 200 pounds.
Just ignore it.
Strong upper body. Used to pulling heavy things. He's a bit of a hard worker. Didn't know he had a lot of magical talent though. Thick, long, flowy blonde hair, sort of like a surfer dude. And he's got a blunt nose and slightly upturned mouth, like he's always smiling.
So, are we thinking like Prince Charming-esque?
Exactly.
Perfect.
But as a peasant.
But as a peasant.
It's still charming.
So you said your family, you don't have a family, right?
Well, they did die in a house fire.
Died in a house fire.
Yeah, I was unfortunately outside throwing rocks.
Did you accidentally cast a spell and set the house on fire?
Cats.
With your rocks.
I think we're-
Cats made me so angry.
I think we're delving too much into his backstory.
No, I like fleshed out characters.
No, but we're giving it away before we can tell it in story.
All right.
It's good, it's good.
Thank you, Gaston. Sabbatha.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
If you're not ready, we can...
I'm Sabbatha. I have short red hair with green eyes. I am very slender. I wear... Can't talk. I wear glasses, and my parents are still alive and well. I didn't burn them.
Lucky.
I do like to be a sassy know-it-all type, and that's why I'm learning under Mr. Squinn to learn more. She wants to be the best like no one ever was. Oh boy, I added that.
Yeah, you should apparently.
She's only 15 years old, and yeah.
Wow, I'm nearly 10 years older.
Wait, how old is Gaston?
24.
Thank goodness, I'm older than everybody.
Magic can show up at any point in your life. You don't have to be young, or you could.
I don't have to.
I know. It's just
You could be on your deathbed, and all of a sudden letters start floating across the ceiling.
it's hard to get respect if you're old though, or if you're young. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Mr. Squinn shows up. He is I guess middling in height, very skinny, has a very bookish look to him. His hair's all back and short, and his very small glass at the end of his narrow nose. He's definitely a huge nerd-looking guy, but he always seems to be very nice. He's kind of nervous about situations, but oftentimes nervously, kind of like a nervous optimism. He's extremely passionate about magic and hates the fact that the church bans it. Anyway, I guess I open the door, right?
Sure.
Mr. Squinn! She runs up to you.
Hello.
Are we ready
back.
to learn?
Oh, we're going to be learning a lot today. After all, I do have my very special thing planned. He taps his nose.
Special. Oh.
Alright, I push in. I push in, shove aside Sabbatha. When shall we begin?
Very soon. First, let me take you inside so no one hears.
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna go and take him inside.
When
and
are we
close
going
the
to
door.
learn magic?
What's the next words we're going to learn to read?
Yes, reading is illegal. I don't know if I mentioned that. The church has outlawed magic, reading, and anything related.
Dang.
So he brings everyone in and he says, "So, I've never quite told you where I've come from, but I come from a very far away. Well, I originally was here, but I traveled to a very far away wizard's college, where I learned how to do English, and that's why I came here to teach you. And my original goal has been to come and find people who'd be willing to come and learn with the rest of the wizards. Would you people be willing to come with me?"
Yes.
Whoa, dude.
Real wizards, much
Like,
more
I don't
talented
even
than
have
myself.
a family,
Yes.
so of course, let's do this.
Oh yeah, family might be a problem.
Well, I don't have a family to speak of.
For Sabbath, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I
okay.
mean,
But I don't know, if you're daring enough, you could just go without
Without a care.
I'm not.
oh wait, I am.
well, I meant.
Oh,
Wouldn't
however,
we
I get
leave?
the feeling we may be apprehended as we leave or something. Otherwise, this campaign wouldn't exist. Just be on your guard. We will be walking out, and you know the church and their magic detection garbage.
What?
What?
You know, the church. They
Magic
detect magic
detection?
sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Oh.
This is
You
something
kidding?
Mr. Squinn would have taught you is the
Oh, okay.
there are people of the church known as church smellers because they can smell magic.
Oh, church smellers. Does this
Yes.
church happen to have a name? Maybe we
it's,
could call it.
it's the Church of the Turtle God.
Oh.
Great. I love it.
good.
Turtle God.
Oh no! Is my freaking... I forgot his name. Is my turtle warrior in this world?
Oh no.
All legendary characters are in all worlds.
Okay, I like to think that he founded this place. But then they bastardized his teachings. Anyway,
Are you trying to reference High Priest Harold?
No,
All right.
I don't know who you're talking about.
All right.
Anyway, if everyone's okay with it, I suppose we can just head out now.
What just
Sure.
happened?
Is there any preparation we need to do though?
What happened?
What?
I wasn't cut out. What would you say?
Oh, we're going to travel soon.
Oh,
I guess we should probably get some traveling supplies.
yes, and I should probably stop at home for things.
Can I roll smarts to see if I was smart enough to plan and have all the traveling supplies ready?
If you want to, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I am ready as a whistle.
Yeah, you rolled 2 6s. The difficulty probably would have just been 2, so you passed.
I've got everything we'll need to
Oh
travel.
yes. Pours out bag into a mound.
Also, how different checks work is I set the difficulty of 2, 4, or
Why is
6,
this happening?
and you need to get at least one of your dice above that to succeed.
How many
Perfect.
dice do I get?
Depends on the skill you use.
Yes.
So I rolled 6 because I was using my smarts.
And he has level 6 smarts.
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
All right. Well, I guess we'll accompany you, Sabbatha, and we'll wait outside while you do your thing.
All right.
I guess we'll go to Sabbatha's house.
On the way, I'll talk about how cats are the villains of the world.
What's wrong
You
with
really
cats?
don't like cats.
Well, they did cause the fire at my parents' house.
One thing I need to warn you: there may be wizards with cat familiars at the college. You need to don't kill any.
No! Can't. How do I make a dog familiar? I need that.
I don't know if
More
you'll
like
have a
cats.
familiar. I'm not actually quite sure how that works yet.
Ah,
Can I have a
I will
familiar?
figure it out.
like I said, I'm not quite sure. I'm not even that high of a wizard, even though I'm so powerful.
You are powerful.
I am.
Stars in your eyes.
He looks confident, but doesn't show it very well because he doesn't have very much flair.
Gaston just harumphs and keeps going.
He's too humble.
Gaston.
I like the
No,
brown,
not Gaston.
I can't think of what he's gonna do here.
I like the brown noser. She's fun.
Mm. Yeah, I like it too.
All right, so on your way to the Sabbath's house, you do end up having to take a side street for in the distance you spot your church smeller, whom do have unique outfits in order to identify who they are.
Don't
How
use
convenient.
magic.
However, you don't really need to worry about him because he was far down the road, shouldn't have been able to smell you from that distance.
He can smell us and know?
He can smell magic, and you now emanate magic. Now your gift has been unlocked.
So how long have I been
so-
teaching these kids?
My Discord keeps randomly cutting out, so just as a heads up.
Perfect.
7 days.
You've had this is your fourth meeting. Over the course of how long, I guess, up to you. It could have been 3 to 4 days. It could have been a couple weeks.
Probably like a week.
1 week of 8 days.
Yeah, but you get to Sabbath's house.
Woo!
Each week is 8 days in this world. I have now made it. So
There you go. 8 days.
I'll be out in about 5 minutes. I just need to throw some things in a bag and run away.
Runs in house.
I
Is
kinda
this the kind of
stand
roll
up.
I can make to see what she meant by that?
Probably not.
Okay. That seemed really suspicious.
You could probably think it's suspicious if you want.
I'll do that.
What do your parents do for a living, Sabbatha?
My thing cut out right as you said that.
What do your parents do for a living?
They're carpenters.
Do you both of
that
your
was a
parents work,
respectable
or
profession.
just the dad?
My dad. My dad!
All right, so your mom's probably home.
She is. Cooking food.
Did you want to roleplay running inside, or
No.
Running inside her?
I don't want to run inside.
no? Do you want to roleplay running inside
No, I don't.
and talking to her? All right. So,
So
you go.
she's not talking? She just
Uh,
leave without saying
well,
a word?
no, whatever happens, he could say happens. I'm not
Yeah.
too worried.
Well, I have an idea. So after a few minutes, Sabbatha comes out with a bag full of clothes and a few other things, and she goes, "Okay, let's go. We should go now. Let's go."
Okay.
Starts, like, shooting.
Well, off we go then. Let's go.
His nervous nature just goes, alright, and then they go.
All right. So you're gonna be moving about town a little bit more now, because we're gonna say the path to the college is in this direction, right?
Sure.
However, these houses are like here. So this is no, that's too close to the church. This was what's your name? Squints?
Sabbatha. Oh, Squint.
This was like
Squint.
Squint's house. Sabbath's house is like one of these here,
So which way is it to the college?
off in this direction.
Up the big road.
So you're just gonna
Correct.
walk through the town.
Yeah. We'll head this way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go
this muffin is
through
good.
the warehouses, so it's all secretive.
All right. So you start walking through the warehouses. When around a corner, fairly close by, is another smeller. The one you saw earlier today, actually. And he looks at you as you're traveling through the as you're going through the warehouse area, and he just looks at you, stares at you,
I stare at him back.
and he's ahead of you, by the way. So
I copy you.
you were heading towards him if you continue.
I guess I crack under the pressure pretty easily.
Well,
No,
I'm gonna
Can I use my nervous mood to try to miraculously not try to poker face him into being like, what are you looking at?
Your nervous mood.
I took
Well,
mood
I-
because of nervousness.
All right. Go ahead and roll that. Good. You succeeded.
Yay! I don't look nervous.
You don't break under pressure as you look at him. Did you stare him down? What are you doing?
I'm just trying not to look super suspicious.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna make eye contact. I'm gonna keep casually talking about cats and how they're the spawn of devil.
And then Smallfish.
It's Sabbatha.
I know, but you started typing in Discord, so
Oh, whoops.
it popped up Smallfish. Sabbatha, what are you doing while this guy's
I'm
invited?
copying what Mr. Squinn is doing, so I'm staring at the man.
It's not
Just
exactly what
blabbering.
he's doing.
Well,
Do you think
she
he's doing
doesn't
that and
know
just
that.
stare at him?
I'm just. Yeah. Okay.
So Sabbath is just awkwardly staring this guy down.
Yup.
The guy locks eyes with you, Sabbatha.
Oh no.
She glares back.
You start glare. Oh, good.
No glaring. No,
Is
wait.
This is a
Wait.
world where the church literally controls everything.
I'm going to cast Leer at to improve her Leer.
Yes.
One of my permanent spells.
All right.
What?
You potentially
Yes!
entered combat.
I'm trying to intimidate him.
Yeah.
Her glare to intimidate him.
Menacing.
However, now this is a. He now gets to make a defense. There's my church smeller stats.
I'm glad I got to use Leer at.
My arcane bus is still ready at the moment's notice.
I'm excited for my favorite spell. I'm probably gonna use it this combat. Or should I roll for it? Rolling's pretty fun.
I could make a big fool out of him.
Wait a second. When using a spell, sort of like undo the intimidation you're trying to do on this person? He's a smeller, so he knows that you're using magic. He's not going to run away.
He would already smell magic. And I mean, I'm trying to magically compel him to run away.
I
Yeah.
see.
Just doing one more roll here.
More faster.
You see his demeanor. He starts to break a little bit, like he's gonna turn and walk away. But then he looks at you, Mr. Squinn,
Oh no.
and his eyes narrow and his nostrils start flaring.
Mm.
It's at this moment where I pick up the rock, throw it at the man.
All right,
Why?
we are now in combat.
Because
No!
he's gonna... What do you think we're gonna do? Walk away from this?
Yes.
No!
He's not going to leave us alone. Come on.
He does have a special
I-
ability to detect when magic is being cast.
Oh, I thought it was just when magic was
This guy
nearby,
looks
like
really
magic
tough,
people.
but he's
Well-
really frail.
What you do is you sent your magic at him, right? So he smelled the magic come to
No,
him.
I was targeting the magic on Sabbatha to make her Leer better.
Awkward
You
silence.
got a 6 and a 4. I'm gonna say it works
Yes!
Yes.
for him. Is what I meant.
Intimidation from little girl.
Oh wait,
That's
it
what I
works
meant. I
for
meant
him?
for him. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Actually, one more thing. You wanted to make her intimidate better. So why don't you go ahead and roll me your intimidate? What skill? What impulse are you using to imitate? Intimidate.
Not nerve. Daring.
Daring. That's a good one. Go ahead and
Yes.
roll that with a extra dice.
So 4d6.
Roll that with 2 extra dice. How about that?
So 5d6.
5d6.
Yes!
And as long as you pass. You more than pass. His nostrils don't start flaring or anything. He doesn't look scared, of course, but he'll look at you, you glare at him, and he'll just shake his head and keep walking on, as if he never saw you.
Mr.
So I
Squinn
don't throw.
smiles.
So I don't throw a. So I don't throw a rock.
I
Then?
don't throw a walk.
No, but you started bending over to grab one.
After this happens, she immediately stops glaring, has a huge smile, and just looks up at Mr. Squinn, just like hee.
He looks down and gives a knowing nose tap.
Yes.
I exaggeratedly roll my eyes, turn away, and start walking.
Don't make her leer at you.
I was only once. I'm sorry.
Aw.
And now, yeah, I
Wait.
guess I'll go now.
How many
and
times can you
continue
use your
on.
permanent spells?
As much as you want.
They're permanent.
You can use them infinite times like a cantrip?
Yes.
I can make
Yes.
you a big fool. Don't
Infinite
test me.
bosses.
All right. So you continue walking. You get to the road. You get about there, and then you notice the church's wards don't extend much farther than this
Wards is in like.
to keep out the unspeakables.
So I guess we'll go. We'll go through them.
You guys would know minor things about this. Josh knows more, of course, but you guys would know minor things about this. As you know, outside the church's wards, there are magical beings of all sorts of different power and stuff, like dragons and unicorns. You wouldn't know their names, you just know them as unspeakables. Josh, you can actually identify some of them. It's not too big a deal.
Likely with smarts, I would assume.
Yes. So you can probably identify most everything.
Yeah, I guess we head out outside the wards.
Yes. You do, from the college itself, you would have a magic item. You'd have two different magic items. The first one would be to locate people that have the talent.
The talent.
And another one to render yourself invisible to most unintelligent unspeakables.
I'll activate the unintelligence invisibility one. And I'll explain what it does for learning purposes to the students.
Ooh.
You just have to keep in mind that they have to be within a certain range of you that's really close, because it was meant to be more of a personal. But as long as they're within like 5-ish feet, you're fine.
Yes, stay close, everybody. We
So-
don't want to be caught by zombies. He wiggles his fingers dramatically.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Think of it this way. Ever seen a dead person?
No.
Imagine that, but they're walking around and eating people. That's why we have this.
Gaston is just laughing.
Alright. I'm gonna glare at him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Time to Learn on him so he makes sure he pays attention to this.
Oh, okay. He'll pay attention now. He loves learning.
Time to learn!
If you want to try to defend against this, you can.
Well, let's see. What
You
would
just
I
have
have
to-
to roll?
You just have to
What
beat
is
the two
smarts?
sixes.
Roll your smarts against my
Sixes?
smarts.
You can choose what you want to do as long as it makes sense.
Oh yeah. Choose what
Claire.
you would choose to try to get out of learning.
Well, let's get out of learning.
Are you trying to get out of like learning and being shut up? Trying clout would work. Nerve.
Clout?
Nerve.
Nerve
But
would work.
I can only roll one die with clout.
Yeah, that's the problem with spreading yourself out.
What about flair?
Something I do need to specify that I haven't. Everyone has 5 potential
yeah.
points.
Potential points.
Yes, potential points. Think of them as like experience points that you can use to buy things.
Huh.
These potential points can be used to buy more permanent spells, as well as increase your impulses.
Huh.
Now, you don't use them all right away because in order to get new permanent spells, you have to take the spells you want to make permanent from ones you cast randomly. So if you cast a random spell and you say, hey, I want to keep that one, then you will spend a potential point in order to keep it.
Okay.
For trying to improve your impulses, I don't remember exactly how much it costs. I think it costs 3 per impulse.
Yes.
3 per impulse level. I don't know if Josh can confirm.
Yes.
Yes. So you could just use 3 to improve something, or you can save it, or you can do whatever you want with them, I guess.
Do I get them back after using them?
No. The only way you get these back is when I award them to you, or at the beginning of each session you'll start with about 3.
I will not use them. I will just focus and learn.
You'll just focus and learn.
I'll just learn.
I'm content. with
Cool. I teach them a lesson about zombies and why they're not to be trifled with. Unless you have the skills to defeat them, like me.
that. Small applause.
Do you even have any attacks that would be good
I can
against a zombie?
I can change their priorities.
You can say yes. There's other humans with brains here.
Yeah, no, be like, hey,
Them.
I heard there's zombies in the town. There's people in the town nearby. We should go over there. But we'll continue traveling at close distance to each other.
All right.
There's a church nearby, you know?
So you guys just continue walking on. You leave the town of Sora behind without doing anything completely stupid.
I was drawing a bus.
Only minorly stupid.
Only minorly stupid. You intimidated a church smeller
Yes,
and casted magic in front of him.
Hey, we got
but
away with
far away.
You did get away with it this time.
What? Why?
Something else you would also know, Mr. Squinn, is magic items like the ones you hold are nearly impossible to make. They're extremely difficult. And very, very rare as a result. So if you were to lose any of them for any reason, it would be your hide. Just so you know.
I'll make sure I keep it safe.
Keep it secret.
You continue on. Walking down the path, you walk for a while until it gets to be about nighttime. You know this is going to be like a day journey. Day and a half journey, Mr. Squinn. So it gets to be about nighttime. You can either push on through the night or you can try to camp.
We should take a break. I didn't bring all these supplies for nothing.
Yes, please.
Oh, well, yeah, these kids probably don't have a lot of exercise being cooped up in that little town.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's a medieval town. What do? You play ball with your friends, you work the fields, you do things with your parents.
I don't know. None of these kids seem like the kind who would work the fields.
Gaston.
Well, Gaston, on the other hand, actually would.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Gaston, what was your job? You're 24. You obviously had to have a job or you were a bum.
No.
I guess he was
There's
a
no
bum.
way I could have been a bum and survived. So I did work in the warehouses, and I did, moving around of things. And if that wasn't available to do, I did work building houses. And
Lots of carpentry in this team.
it was an active town. I don't know. Yay.
We'll say you did loading and unloading in the warehouses.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, Gaston would actually be fairly strong as a result.
All right. Well, we'll still take a break because I'm not strong.
Yeah, neither is Sabbatha.
Yep, Sabbatha knows how to make clothes. Or no, carpentry. You know how to make tables.
Yeah.
So you take
I
a
mean,
break.
Good skill.
Her parents were carpenters. I don't know if she ever
Yeah.
said who was.
Her mother probably taught her to sew. I don't know.
Ooh.
So you guys set up camp. You build a campfire. You'd have brought supplies like a tinderbox or something to light it if you want.
Yeah, of course.
You know fire is liable to attract some unspeakables. However, you do have the stone As long as people stayed close by.
Yeah. Is everyone willing to sleep really close?
How close?
Like within 5 feet of me.
Starts to squint.
It's pretty much like
Squinns?
sharing a queen-size bed with somebody, I would imagine.
Oh, geez.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, on either side too. So it's not like 3 people on one bed.
Yeah, it's not 3 people in one queen size. It'd be like 3 people on a king.
Yeah, so we're good. We'll just light a fire and lay out.
The only problem is if
Oh.
somebody likes to roll in their sleep. You light a fire. You set up camp.
You know what? I'm gonna try to cast a spell using my smarts. I'm gonna try to come up with an idea to make it so that none of us roll or do anything that would cause us to exit this safety circle.
All right.
I'm kind of
So, yeah.
confused why we need a safety circle.
Wow.
The safety circle is the thing.
Did you not pay attention to the zombie lesson?
That's a lot of really good rolls I just did.
Yeah. So that is how doing random spells works as well. Is you need to tell me what impulse you're using, and you need to tell me what your overall goal is. It doesn't need to be super specific, but as long as you tell me more or less what it's supposed to do.
And
I
whisper my
see.
letters, please.
You want me to whisper them?
Yeah, so I can have something really dumb come up. Also, feel free to RP while I do this, because this might take a little bit.
Well, Well.
She just kind of stares at you like, are you trying to say something?
Well.
Yes.
Sleeping next to people is a little weird.
You don't talk to people much, do you?
Oh, I talk to people all the time.
Uh-huh.
I just
Is
don't.
it about cats?
It's usually about cats.
Do
I
you
could
know
talk
anything
about
other than cats?
dogs. Dogs are awesome. Oh,
So,
fire!
Mr.
I like.
Squid!
Hold on, I'm casting a spell!
Ugh.
Pretty much, you see him sitting there grabbing letters out of the sky and pulling them out of the ground.
If I had an F, I could do so many good things right now, or an M. I could do safe dreams!
Aww.
That'd be so
Safe
good.
dreams.
You could spell it wrong and potentially have a bad side effect.
Nope.
Safe memes.
That is another thing as well with doing random spells. You can spell things wrong and
I
get.
think you can do that with permanence as well. It just you have bad effects every time.
Yeah, you get what you want more or less, but bad things will happen. And depending on the severity of the spelling is how bad the thing is. So if you just put like FBL and say it says fireball, you just caused all sorts of problems in the world.
Oh yeah, but me and Caleb talked, and after that, if I spend my turn casting Time to Learn, I can help you fix your spelling errors.
Ooh, that's cool.
Only a
My-
only a
this is
certain
my
amount
best
though,
friend.
because you can only
Yeah,
fix
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
much.
Like FRBLL, I don't think I can fix that.
But if you're just missing like one L, if it's just like fireball but with one L cut off, you can fix that no problem. So you're sitting really close to Mr. Squinn, ready to take your sleeps.
Okay.
Have you lit the fire yet, or are you casting first?
Hey, Gaston, will you go get some firewood for us?
We should probably stay within the circle!
But we need fire.
Is it dark?
I thought I had all the stuff to make firewood. Or to make fire.
Yeah, you have like a tinderbox and stuff, but are you carrying around lunks of wood?
I guess probably not. But as I finish my spell, I'm going to cast Open Retreat Bed. I'm going to make a retreat as in a safe place, you know, a place where you
Right.
go to relax. I'll make an open retreat bed, so I conjure a very nice bed, big enough for all of us, that has an open space in the middle so we can't roll off of it.
Oh,
So it's like
what?
sloped inward,
So you
Yes.
literally
or it's just like got a thing around it.
made a sloped bed
Yes.
Okay.
The slopes inwards that we stay inside.
and potentially
Interesting.
roll into each other. Just to wake up in a
But
big
it's an
mess.
open retreat. It's safe.
All right,
Jeez. Okay.
I'll take it. Open retreat bed.
Wonderful. I love it.
I really wish I did something really good for all those letters that I'd want to permanent.
Now,
You
About
could just have a
firewood.
permanent camping spell.
Permanent open retreat bed.
You could send
Is
your
there
enemies
any-
to sleep.
Oh yeah.
is there any firewood nearby? Like trees?
Yeah, there's plenty of trees. You're in the middle of like a forest.
Oh, well
Alright.
then. That should be really easy.
You know what? Actually,
I'll
how about
stay
you go
with
on your
inside.
own? It'll be a good learning experience.
Wait, what?
Scream if you're attacked.
I'm gonna stay within sight.
Good.
He's not
Keep
that
my
dumb.
eyes on him.
He kind of like walks around in a big circle around them and picks up firewood.
Also, yeah, Caleb, when I make words now, I'm going to be actually deleting the letters that I use so that I don't accidentally use more than I have.
Perfect. That works.
I had so many E's.
E's are important. They're used the most in the English language.
Yeah.
E's are good. You rolled a
So
4.
you are going around and you're collecting firewood, staying within sight, more or less.
Like
Whenever-
within, like
Yeah, whenever
30
you
feet.
notice that it's hard to see them, you make sure you make your way back a little bit.
oh yeah, I gotta get closer.
You gather most of the wood, but as you go to pick up another piece of wood, you grab it, you look up, and you see a horse with a horn on its head. A singular horn.
It's a unicorn.
It's got some distance from you. It's about 40 feet away, and it looks to you as you look at it, and then it nods, and then it walks away.
Wow, I guess
Ooh.
we're protected.
He likes my safe retreat.
Not that Gaston really knows what unicorns are, but it
I
looks
don't
majestic.
really. Okay, I pick up the last piece of wood and I hurriedly go back to the campsite.
Finally, the wood's here.
Yes, I also saw a crazy-looking horse had a horn on its head.
I know what
No,
unicorns
that-
are, right?
Walked away.
You-
What?
You would know what unicorns are, and you know they're mostly peaceful.
Yes.
Oh, that was a unicorn.
Of course.
A
was- It just
Well,
nodded
allow
and
me to
walked
cast
away.
time to learn. No, just kidding. He'll just explain it with his voice.
Jeez. Such a teacher.
Right? It's so great. He explains what unicorns are, I guess, and how they're magical beings that are usually nice, at least pretty neutral.
Mhm.
Don't offend them, I guess.
Nice. I like it.
If you want to know anything super special, you can roll, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah,
too
not
much.
really particularly, no. And
Is
then
there
with that, I
anything
guess we're gonna
special?
start a nice little fire.
Yep,
Oh,
you start
since
your-
my bed was a retreat bed, I guess no, we shouldn't have a. Never mind, that was a bad idea. We should have the fire on the bed.
Smart. I love him.
Genius.
Hopefully, it's a marble bed.
Yeah.
It would feel real good on your back.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you light the fire. You end up going to sleep on the bed. How
This
do you
normal bed in the middle of the wilderness.
How do you do watches?
I mean, I feel pretty safe with this open retreat bed. Oh wait, no, we still have the freaking spooky creatures of the night that are intelligent, don't we?
There are some unspeakables that are intelligent.
All right, we're going to have to take turns with watches.
Oh boy.
I'll take the first, and then
Oh,
I'll let someone else take the second, and then
Gaston
Oh,
raises his
I'll
hand
cast
and
a
says,
spell.
"Hi."
You should have me the second one.
You casting
Who wants-
another spell?
Nah.
Okay.
Who wants to be the second watch?
Gaston raises his hand and says, "I will be the second watch."
All right, then I'll have you do it after, get some sleep.
Yeah. I'll try it.
And while they're sleeping, Mr. Squinn is going to do his favorite thing and start reading a book that he's already read probably like a lot. Because it's one of his magic books that he brought with him.
All right. So you go through the night. Mr. Squinn ends up waking up Gaston for his watch around midnight. You're doing halvesies?
I thought we were going to do one for each of us.
One for each of
So,
you.
thirdsies.
So yes, on Gaston's watch, in the right around the middle of it, you see another creature, Gaston,
What is it?
heading towards the fire, slinking through the brush and sniffing wildly.
Oh, man.
You look upon it and you see that it looks like what you would know to be a wolf, but much
It's a
bigger
wolf.
and much more muscular.
Are there any other ones nearby?
No, you see only the one.
I quickly punch Squinn awake. There's a wolf over there. It's big.
I look up
Scary.
at the wolf. Do I know it to be something?
Just roll your smarts. It'll be fairly easy, but there's always a chance you roll all ones, right?
Yeah.
Got a 6.
Yeah, this is definitely a werewolf.
Oh.
Oh.
You would
Werewolf?
you would know that in their wolf form, as he obviously is, that he would not be considered intelligent.
In that case, I'm going to just whisper to him and say, just be very quiet.
Yes, the werewolf walks up to the
Okay.
fire right past the bed.
I stare at him, ready to cast something.
It starts sniffing the fire, and it turns and starts sniffing the air in the direction of the bed, and then runs off in the opposite direction.
Ooh,
All right.
it ran pretty quickly there. I pick up a couple rocks.
You just lean out of the bed.
I'm just like, yeah, a couple rocks.
Squinn's going to lay down and go back to sleep.
Start fiddling with them in my palms.
Yeah, good thanks for learning about wolves or whatever.
Oh, thanks for the knowledge. It was very useful. I didn't get any of it. You're the only one that heard it. He's like, be quiet.
What a lesson.
All right,
It's a
I
lesson I think a lot
continue
of
through
people
the
can
rest of
learn.
my watch.
And you do so very, very peacefully, although very also freaked out.
Yeah.
Moving on to Sabbatha's watch, nothing happens.
Yay.
Lucky.
Morning comes. Sabbath is able to wake people up. However she wants.
Cast a spell.
A big
Cast a
fool!
What are you doing with the big fool?
Are you summoning this guy?
Yes! To yell and do a dance.
Hey, wake up!
Okay, it wakes me up.
I'm gonna wake up and try to cast a spell to get rid of him. With my mood.
Are you actually
I think
casting?
that's yes.
All right, I'll have you roll for that one, I guess.
Oh boy.
5 letters.
You can allow it to fizzle, right?
You can allow it to fizzle.
I'll see how I feel like fizzling if after I get my letters.
I hate that your name is Mr. Squinn. It makes it difficult to whisper.
I'm sorry. I can change it to Squinn.
That's fine. I'll deal with it. It's up to you.
He's just gonna cast the
What
spell on
happened?
himself. Ha! And he's gonna start laughing.
Okay.
Just forced himself to have a good mood.
Yes. I could have casted he as well.
Or yeehaw.
You know what? No, I couldn't. I don't have 1H. I'm gonna cast Ahi!
Ahi. Aha!
And that's my spell.
Alright. So yeah, you laugh. There's the jester guy. Eventually, I assume Sabbatha gets rid of him. No?
Yeah, no, she does.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna have to do something about him. I appreciate the unique use of magic there, Sabbatha.
She does a curtsy.
Anyway, we should be going. He's gonna just leave
Gaston is
this.
gonna yawn very loudly.
Like a gassed yawn.
Oh yeah. Let's get stretching. Hold on, I need to do my stretches for the day. It'll just take me 10 minutes.
Okay, I guess we should get breakfast ready. Yeah, Mr. Squinn will try to make breakfast, I guess.
What sort of breakfast are you doing? Are you having to cook something, or do you just have some trail rations? Like
We'll probably have some trail rations.
Alright,
Let's make sure it's all nice and split up for the group.
perfect.
Stretches his leg, stretches his throwing arm repeatedly.
Does he have like a one large arm?
No, he's pretty evenly built up, but I mean,
He's
one
the-
arm is more favored.
What is that movie with the guy with the one large arm? It's like The Lady in the Water or something like that? Did anybody
That's the
see
one
that?
about the Fishman. That's the one with Fishman. Do you have one large arm?
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
And what stretches are done? Let's get out of here.
Yes, let's go.
Yes, let's get out of here. Ruth.
so you start to continue on. your
What?
way.
Why?
On we go.
This is the guy from the
Oh.
movie I was talking about.
Oh.
He's got one strong arm.
Ugh. I wonder why.
All right. So you guys continue on down the road, making sure you stick close. When you hear something behind you, something furiously sniffing and scratching the ground.
Oh god.
What could it be?
Well, if you turn around, I don't know. I was waiting for somebody to do something. I don't know.
I'll turn around and look.
It's fine. So you turn around to look, and you would see the Gaston would recognize, and Quinn would will the werewolf
Oh
from
no.
last night. You're pretty sure it's the same one.
Is it a human now?
Is he still a werewolf?
It is still in werewolf form, and it is just
Oh.
sniffing your like feet prints and following you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell on him.
Wait, before you do, I want to use my magic bus.
No, don't kill him!
Why not? It won't
much of a
kill it.
threat
We'll
are
just knock him
werewolves?
over. You can use silver to kill it.
How much of a threat are werewolves?
Werewolves are considered a decent threat. Because
Stop my student's hand, and I'll raise my hand at the werewolf
Wait.
and cast.
Wait. I tell him, wait. I could probably, make it go away really far away.
No,
Yes.
I'm gonna throw a bus at it.
Let Mr.
Well,
Squinn
I
do
could
it.
throw a rock from far away and make it go
Oh.
with it.
I'm going to cast prioritize to make him think, oh, maybe there's food the other way. Maybe they're following this wrong side of the tracks.
all right,
Ooh, smart.
That's one of my permanent spells.
and then he has to roll a defense.
There's my attack off it.
Whoa.
I get to roll a lot of 66s.
This would make sense. Yep, you beat him.
Yay!
The werewolf is sniffing, and he kind of looks at the tracks, and he's just, and he'll turn around and start sniffing and go the other direction.
All right, I'm gonna say, Quick, let's hurry now. We might figure out what's going on sooner or later. And then we'll start hustling away.
Yeah, you hustle away. One more thing. Nothing happens for the rest of the trip.
Yay!
How far did we go?
You went miles.
Wow.
Eventually, you
So-
did leave the road because there's no way a road would lead to the college.
Yeah. It's a very secretive place.
Yeah, you probably would have left the road before you set up camp, to be honest.
Mm.
So you end up making it to what seems to be a smallish looking building. It looks no better than like the hovels that you lived in the town.
Is this the college?
Yes.
Is there more to it, or is this just it?
You would know.
Okay, cool. I smile knowingly at their disappointed expression.
I'm not disappointed.
Okay, he looks over expecting disappointed expressions. What are your expressions?
He's excited.
I'm like, wow. It's a big building.
It's not a big building. It's a very small building.
His face is half lit up. Like his upturned smile is a little bit more smiled, and he's like, "Is this it?"
Mr. Squinn does this thing where he taps his nose. And he goes up and he's gonna go inside, I guess.
Okay.
She scoffs at you and walks in.
Going inside, you make your way. Mr. Squinn knows this. You make your way to the dresser and you turn the knob on it, and it teleports you. You're gone.
I run up and do the same thing.
You're gone.
Yeah, me too.
Mr. Squinn did it.
When you guys arrive to where you were teleported to, you find yourself in a very large, almost temple-looking building.
Whoa.
It's not devoted to any god or anything. It's just a very large, very beautiful building with a lot of open spaces. There's the rooms aren't separated by like big walls, but more like by some pillars with maybe a small wall here and there.
Like a big, like a... I don't know what the word would be, like a convention almost.
Yeah, just close to that. Where pretty much everyone can see what everyone else is doing. So you make your way through. Squinn, you're taking them to the...
I'm just like wide-eyed the entire time.
You're taking them to your... What do you call it? Your master?
Yeah.
In order to...
Sacrifice them to the blood god?
They require very fresh meat.
Just kidding.
They would only accept Sabbatha while Gaston can stay on as an apprentice. No, so you make your way to your master, which is a woman. And
I approach her proudly.
As the two of you approach and you see this woman, she's garbed in nature. She has just flowers and vines and all sorts of different things on her body. It's actually fairly beautiful, her outfit. And the only thing that could distract you from it is when you see her hair pulled over her ears, you notice that her ears come to long points.
Whoa.
And you would...
Sabbatha just like jaw drops.
Mr. Squid kind of elbows her. Don't stare.
Gaston does an eloquent bow and says, "My lady, you are beautiful." Hello.
I'm gonna cast Big Fool on Gaston.
All right, so the lady starts to smile, and Sabbatha, go ahead and roll. Hold
Oh
on,
my
you need to give us
goodness.
your goal. What are you trying to do to him?
Make him look like a big fool.
What do you? Oh yeah, okay.
There's a
Gaston,
lot of ways you could go about it. Like, are you just gonna fall over or what?
because he needs to choose what he's
I'm gonna use my
defending
flare.
against.
I'm gonna use my flare.
So wait, you bowed, right?
I bowed.
He's
I did
gonna
a cool
trip over himself.
wavy hand gesture.
And you're gonna use your flare as defense.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the defense is supposed to roll first.
I like how like so many of the spells cast so far have been against each other.
All right. So the difficulty is 6. You need at least 1 6.
Ooh.
You did it.
Yay!
Get stuck.
Gaston goes to bow and ends up falling flat on his face.
Oh. He kind of looks over and glares at Sabbatha.
She does a little whistle like, whoo.
He gets up as fast as he can
The lady
This
and attempts to bow again.
Mr. Squinn casts leer at his students.
no defense.
Yes. And then he looks at his master and says, "I'm very sorry about their behavior at such a dire moment."
No, it is quite fine. I appreciate the invention of young folk.
Indeed.
Wow.
Anyway, I have brought them.
Yes, we shall initiate you directly into the college. This lady would call you by your first name.
Oh, my first name, I actually have it now. My first name is actually Quentin.
Quentin Squinn.
Squinn was my made-up last name, if you recall.
Yes. All right, so
Quentin.
she'll look
No.
at you. Yes, Quentin, you will be as when you were a apprentice. You will be tutoring them until they get their initiate status.
He nods. Sounds good.
Now, you two, you're
Yes.
going to be going on a tour of our lovely facility, and you will be shown
Great.
your quarters, where you will be able to set up whatever you want inside of them. No opening any sort of permanent teleportation or even temporary to let people in. Doing so would be against the rules, and you would have to be expelled.
Okay.
The nature of expulsion is not pleasant. I wouldn't suggest trying it.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Well, I'll let your tour guide I'll let your tour guide go over all the rules with you, but that's a really big one we had a problem with recently. Yes.
Do I know of this incident?
Teleported?
You actually don't know of this incident.
Hmm.
This probably happened while you were gone.
I'll expect them to fill me in on the details later, and I'll actually hand over the very, very valuable artifacts now before I do something bad and lose them.
Perfect. She'll look at you appreciatively. Oh, thank you very much.
He nods.
Now, if there's anything else you need, Mr. Quentin.
Yes. What do I do now? I've done this. Do I get my raise in rank?
Why, yes, you'll get your master status, and you finish their training, and then you'll be able to be eligible for your next task.
Perfect. So is she master status?
She
Or
is
is she-
actually the second in command, really.
Oh, so she's like grandmaster.
Yes.
Has she been my
Grand
master all
among us.
along?
No,
Was I
she's not.
always
She's
for
not the
people?
one that recruited you, if that's what you're asking.
Ah, okay.
She's just the one that really runs the more day-to-day stuff. You don't really see the leader very often. He's usually with the more important, like the higher-ups, like doing different things. She's the one
Makes
that
sense.
runs the lower class, I guess.
Okay, makes sense. So good to know.
You'd also know they're married, if that
Ooh.
matters.
That makes me even more disapproving at these other kids' actions. I keep saying kids. He's 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could still consider them kids. They're your pupils.
He would probably call them kids. He likes to think of himself as a kid teacher.
All right.
Because he likes showing the world's magic.
All right.
The magic of English.
So you guys end up going on your tour. While Quentin is able to go off and do whatever he needs to do for his promotion.
Yay.
In game, you won't get anything special.
Of course.
Um,
I mean, in game, I get to be called master, so.
Yep. So you are taken through the different areas, and you're shown sort of what's what, where's the restricted areas. You're told all the rules, and you're taken to your quarters, where your tour guide will then turn to you and tell you, people will be here in about an hour for your test, to make sure that you're actually fit for the college and what you've been taught has actually been useful, I guess. Just a small sparring match, nothing special.
Nothing special.
Ooh. So wait, when is it that I'm getting promoted? Is it like in a while?
Say it one more time.
When is it that Mr. Squinn's getting promoted?
Now.
Okay. So I can't watch.
You actually would be part of this.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have an hour. Your rooms are right next to each other since you're both the pupil of the same master. It's for ease.
Gotcha.
You can try and interact with each other, or you can go do your own thing. What are you doing? Oh, the quarters themselves. The quarters themselves, when you walk in, are decent sized. They're like the size of like if you think of a studio apartment, that's what you have.
Wow.
There is a running fountain that was explained you can use for drinking water or washing your hands or anything. None of the water that gets filtered down ever comes back dirty.
Don't lose anything.
Cool.
Don't drop anything down the drain, of course.
Yeah.
The drain is a bit more of an open hole, but it's fairly small, so not much can go into it. You could probably fit your finger in there. And then there's a couple of them down the fountain.
So I could take a bath in there if I wanted?
Yep. You'd have a twin-size bed made of hay, which is pretty much standard in that time period.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
It's,
oh, well.
Again, pretty much standard for that
Used
time
to it.
period.
Note to
Well,
self: invent bed spell.
I already did.
You didn't permanize it.
You're right. I only made one safe retreat bed.
Your quarters get upgraded when you go up in rank as well, so you get nicer quarters now. Mr. Squinn.
Ah, heck yeah.
Cool.
There's also a table with a couple chairs around it, a bookshelf, and on the table you would be able to find a platter. When you pick up the platter, there's a menu, and you can point at whatever's on the menu, and you've been told that somebody will bring you that food.
Whoa. Whoa.
And also, at some point, you're going to need to get some sort of job inside of the college itself.
Oh.
Doing something like serving food.
Okay.
Also, the menu's never the same. It's whatever they're making that day. There's just a few options.
I see. I'm gonna examine my bookshelf and see if I can find anything that has the word dog in it.
The bookshelf only has 2 books. And this is for both.
What?
This is for both. They expect you to fill your own library with your own books and stuff. Or even find other people's books that you'd like to put in there. The books would include a sort of introductory to the English language and grammar. And the second book would be sort of an introductory to spellcraft.
Would
So-
we have seen those books since I think I had those with me?
You would have definitely had those with you when you were teaching them.
Cool, yeah. So you guys have seen those books extensively.
So English is like a special thing that no one knows?
But written language is this thing that nobody knows except for
General.
magicians.
So how would I be able to read it?
Because you've been taught it by Mr. Squinn.
Oh, Mr. Squinn is the bomb diggity.
That's why I have the spell Time to Learn, so I can teach people how to read English fast.
Yes, because the written language is how you cast spells.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what were you two doing?
Well,
She's gonna unpack her clothes, put
is
them
there
in a
anywhere
wardrobe
where I
if
can,
there's one.
like, practice
There's-
throwing things?
You could practice throwing things at anything you want in the room. You could set up.
Okay.
Cast a spell to make a
I
dummy.
need some knives,
A
and I need
big
a target.
fool.
Yes.
I imagine you'd probably have rocks or something in your pocket. You wouldn't have any metal because metal's rare, especially in a small town like that. Unless you stole some and fashioned it into a knife somehow.
To a knife.
So you'd either have to try and summon some knives, or you could just use rocks, or you can,
Summon knives? You can do that?
if
You
you get
do
the right
literally
words.
anything.
If you get the right words, yeah.
I can cancel the spell, though, if I don't want to do it.
Yeah, if you don't
Yeah.
like the letters, you can just say, I don't want to do this.
Oh, well then.
And I don't think there's any problem with that. I can check.
There isn't, but I think it's safe to say that you can't just be like, I don't want to do it, but now I want to do it, but I don't want to do it, but now I want to do it.
I would definitely not allow that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my ardor spell casting, and try to summon some cool, fancy-looking throwing knives.
Go ahead and roll 3d6.
Okay, maybe not fancy-looking, but throwing knives. Wow,
6.
that's sad.
You might need help with this one, guys, so I'm going to put it out.
3 twos.
Summon knives with
Oh.
Cave.
You're supposed to be.
that. You just summon a big old cave, walk inside of it, and there's knives.
Okay. No, they.
You spell vase wrong.
Yeah, you can spell anything wrong to try and get a result you want, but that could cause problems.
Like the mouth.
Yeah.
Did you get that far in the campaign, Caleb?
I don't think so.
You only saw wood murder, right?
Yeah, wood murders at the beginning. That was pretty good.
It's
So,
good.
Gaston, seeing as this is his first time ever trying to summon knives in front of him, it baffles him too much, and he just kind of like doesn't do it instead. He tries it and he's like, never mind, it's not gonna work.
All right.
I'll do something else.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Sabbatha, what have you been doing? You've been unpacking your clothes, of
Yeah,
course.
she unpacks, and then
Neither of these
She's-
actions would take an hour.
she's gonna start looking at the letters in the air and see what she sees.
All right. You see a bunch of letters.
Just kind of looks at them,
Yeah.
studies.
Perfect.
Wow, that's an N.
Was there anything
It's
else you
got
wanted to...
pointy bottom and top.
Was there anything special you wanted to do, Gaston?
Nah. Oh,
Not really. Just
All
make
right.
everything feel homely. I don't know.
You start trying to rearrange the room to how you'd like it.
Yes.
All right, so you spend about an hour doing all these things that you wanted to do. Somebody comes and
Order
gets you.
food.
Well, somebody would come and get you before your food would arrive.
Dang it.
Did you try to order food so somebody's just going to come to your quarters?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on.
All right, there you go. Somebody came to your room before your food got there, and he says, "Come on, it's time for your trial."
Well, but the food.
What food?
I ordered food.
It'll be here when you get back. Probably cold,
All
but
right.
whatever.
All right, I'm coming.
All right. Gets Sabbatha as well. And you guys make your way to the training area, where there is a large sort of magic-proof area where people can look in and watch what you're
Aw.
doing. Sort of like a little gladiators arena.
Ugh.
Am I gonna be the boss?
No.
Dang it. That'd be fun.
So you make your way into the place where they're kind of shuffling you. Mr. Squinn, you are able to stand on top with everyone else and observe. However, you are allowed to use magic to intervene in order to help your team.
Oh.
The same will be for the other, for your opponents as well.
Is it like a glass thing that I'm looking through?
It's
see them?
open, but there is magic in the way.
Oh, okay. I'm as soon as I see them walk in, he starts waving his arms to get their attention.
She looks over.
He waves at them and gives
She
her 2
waves
thumbs
back.
ups.
Thumbs up. Wow.
2 thumbs up.
Wow.
All right.
He hasn't seen him in like 2 hours.
That's pretty. Yeah, it's true. It's true. He just kind of looks up as well and like nods at him. He's prepared for this. Let's do this thing.
Right, so you walk in. On the other side, 2 younger people, a little bit older than Sabbatha, they're about the same age, also walk in, and behind them is another person who comes up to between the 4 of you and starts talking. This is merely to test your abilities and to see sort of the different things you can do. No killing. No casting on anybody outside of the arena. And other than that, have fun.
Oh, okay.
And then he walks out.
Are these other 2 kids also people doing the trial?
They are.
So do they have a teacher that's going to be helping them?
They do indeed.
Whoa.
I'm going to look at
Okay.
them. Are they in my booth with me?
It's more of like a open ring around.
Okay.
This pit is like sunk into the floor,
Mm.
and it just has like the rest of everybody can just walk by and see what's happening.
Okay.
So you'd be able to notice their teacher, of course.
Okay.
Are they like next to me though, or like are they near me?
They could be. I'm not opposed.
I
to
was
that.
just gonna like give them a handshake and be like, "May the best team win" or whatever.
He'll smile at you and shake your hand. Yeah, you too. Also, there's no
Ding.
casting spells on each other, by the way.
I know that much. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I cast Joy Buzzer to make it.
You cast Prioritize to prioritize my students first.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna like pull out one of my rocks, start tossing it up in the air, just up and down menacingly.
No killing.
I just kind of look at them. I raise an eyebrow and I go, "Catch this!" and I throw it at him. And then I summon my bus.
For the official start, he throws his rock. All right,
I throw my rock.
combat is
Catch
started.
this!
Okay, I'm gonna go
I
ahead
don't
and you roll
throw it
me.
like overhand. It's underhand, you know.
I'm
So
gonna
they
use
think
my.
you can catch it.
I'm gonna use my smarts to try to help my team. I'm just gonna roll some dice and get some letters, and while they're doing stuff, make a thing.
Okay,
Oops.
that's vague, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else. I guess I'll do something to give my team the upper hand.
Sure.
Okay.
Luckiness.
All right.
Whoa.
The difficulty
so-
to hit them is 6.
Ooh.
Are you targeting the girl or the boy?
Oh, me with the rock?
Yes, you with the rock.
Oh, okay. So, I'm just talking at the boy, I guess.
So go ahead and roll
Here, catch.
roll your attack or your spell, whichever is higher. And are you doing arcane bus, right?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
You do not hit. The rock soars past.
Can I do make fool to increase the chances of him hitting him?
No, but if you
Dang.
there is a thing called co-op casting where you can add on to his thing.
Let's do that.
However, you do have to tell me before he rolls.
Oh
So
darn! Never
you can
mind.
do that next time if you want. So you can
Also, you can't do it with permanence, right?
you can the original caster can use their permanent, and then whoever's adding on has to make a new spell.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I have the letters. I was just
Yes.
So, does the bus appear? Or not?
sorry. They rolled for? No. So you go to throw the rock, and one of them moves their hand. The one you're aiming for moves their hand in such a way that it shoots a blinding light that throws off your
Ooh.
aim.
Whoa.
And a bus crashes into the wall.
Giant bus appears and hits the wall.
Give me my letters.
Poof, disappears. Although I wasn't gonna
I'm gonna try and use my smarts to
I wasn't gonna hit.
make some sunglasses.
No!
You can if you want.
Why no?
What is it gonna help you with?
Blinding
the
light?
Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
I got some good work. I got some good letters here.
Roll your smarts.
Oh,
Seven. That's 2 ones. You might be able to make something work with this.
Man, I'm trying to think of what I could do here.
There you go. All right. So you both used your actions.
Oh.
They're going to use their actions. The first one, the boy, is going to cast a spell. 10 letters.
Whoa.
I don't know what to do.
If you need help, you can go ahead and throw your letters in chat, and people can know what you need help with.
You could do what?
What?
So, question:
Yeah.
do I have to do this for the
No.
glasses, or is this just a spell?
Well, you technically have to do it for the glasses, which is why it's not a good idea to be super specific.
Gotcha.
So that's why you usually probably say something more like, I wanted
wanna
to
use-
cast a spell for the bright light or something like that.
Gotcha.
Um,
Pooh.
so that was your action. Are you just getting rid of it?
Okay, I have it, guys.
What?
I'm going to cast this spell on Gaston. Seeing as he's using buses, I'm going to put his buses in the Rage Lane as I cast Rage Lane. I'm
Perfect.
hopefully doing this to empower his buses.
So
Okay.
so let's see, Gaston. For your
Wait, no, I'm gonna add an extra. No. Never
You-
mind, I can't. Never mind, I don't have two.
every time you do a bus attack, you, one of your bus spells, you're going to roll an extra 2 dice.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You feel me channel the power of the Rage Lane through you.
Okay.
However,
Like
you
it.
also You get attacked. You're getting attacked by a spell called Weed Fix.
Oh my gosh, guys!
Weed fix?
Yep, you're getting a
I
Weed
could've-
Fix.
I could have casted Road Rage Lane. Dang it!
So what sort of defense do you want to use for Weed Fix?
Uh,
It's going to be
vigor.
attacking your mind.
My mind?
Yes.
What?
So, can I do my
jeez.
spell? Oh wait, never mind.
Well, we'll go through his defense and then you can do
It's a
it.
spell Goths.
I have a clever way to tie this in.
All right.
I don't know what. Dang.
Let me look. This could do Flare, Nerve, Trust, even Vigor. All those would work.
Vigor and Flare both have 2 in, so I'll just go Vigor.
Vigor. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Wow.
The difficulty for them to hit you is 3.
Oh,
What?
there's a 3 being.
Oh,
okay.
oh,
Okay.
never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow!
Oh!
Heck yeah.
The Weed
Yeah.
Fix!
Gaston
Misses.
shows that only cool kids don't do drugs.
Yeah, so the kid summons a thing of smoke in his hands and flings it at you.
I just
However-
sidestepped it.
You no, used Vigor. You inhaled it and it had no effect. It smells.
this stuff years ago.
It smells very weird, unless you actually know, unless you have experience with it, which
Well,
Let's say there was something in the
those
house.
cats let me to do some crazy things.
he sniffed catnip. Got it.
Okay, so you guys ready for this?
All right,
Sure.
Sabbatha, what's your spell?
My spell is Goths.
All right.
So, since Goths always wear black, she's going to make it. Or, sorry, not always wear black. They're always in the shade when they wear black. So, she's going to make it so that she's in the shade with black clothing. Ding!
Would that help with blinding light?
I don't
I
know!
don't think so.
Let's just say the spell backfired a little bit.
All right, so now you
Sabbatha-
just your clothes
Wearing
turned
some
black, and all of a sudden the air around you got dark.
Yes!
Dim.
Dim.
Dim,
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna start casting a spell to try to.
There is one. You already used your action this turn.
Oh, okay.
So,
there's-
can I use my action now?
You already used it.
Or was that my action? Okay.
That was your action. Now the girl still has her action, which she is also going to cast a spell. Of course, she's going to use this one. 7 letters. She was going to cast. What? Hold on, I could do something with this. This is actually pretty easy.
Well,
So she's going to cast a spell called Lotus. And she's targeting it at Sabbatha.
I'd like you guys to know that if I had a C, I could have had my spell be Atomic Rage.
oh my gosh.
That would have been so cool.
Atomic School Buses.
You're Super Saiyan.
So this Lotus spell is going to try and attack your mind, Sabbatha.
Oh.
What kind of sort of defense do you want to use?
Daring.
It's going to try and make you more sluggish and stuff. More sluggish and sleepy. Is what it's going to do.
But actually, I want to use vision to
Okay. Yeah, explain this.
yeah. She wants to use vision to see, kind of like predict the next moves, so when she is sluggish, she'll be able to kind of do it a little bit easier.
Ah,
Hmm.
I like.
Good. Good.
You can also use spells for defense as well if you wanted to.
Wait, can I use a big fool to make a decoy that they cast it on?
You can. That just makes it risky because if they do damage to you, they do damage to your smarts.
I want to do vision. I liked my vision
I'm
thing.
just gonna go with vision. I liked the vision
Yeah.
thing too. That was actually really
Yeah.
cool. For your creative use, I'm gonna give you an extra dice. Go ahead and roll.
Ew.
Difficulty is 5.
Hey.
Yes!
While you start to feel a little bit more sleepy, your vision of the big picture, you're able to know exactly what's going on anyway.
Yes!
I like that. You just accept the spell, but
Yeah.
what's the word? Adapt to it.
Yeah.
So does that make it my turn?
That
There's
makes-
not really turns.
Yeah, everyone acts at like pretty much the same time, so you can wait to see what they're gonna do, or you can act first. It doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna get letters. I'm gonna prepare to enhance Sabbatha's next spell. Sabbatha to a random spell. I'm gonna prepare to enhance her spell with my smarts. To be smart and see if I can figure out what she's gonna do, and then try to go off with it.
I'm
Or
gonna
you can
prepare my
wait-
next rock.
You can always
Okay.
wait
With
to
a
know what
spell.
she's gonna do, and then.
I just want to get the letters first, so I can be getting stuff together, and so I don't take like a year.
All
I
right.
want to prepare my next rock with a spell. So get some letters
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do. I'm gonna
to
give,
throw it at something.
I'm gonna give Squinn his letters first, real quick. He's already
Of course, you do that.
I already rolled.
I hate this whispering thing's actually difficult.
I'm
Maybe-
sorry, I can change it.
I may stop doing it in a minute.
Why is it so difficult?
It's just difficult to type in.
You should just copy it.
So,
Well, it's Squinn now. Now it's just Squinn.
L.
I'll wait until you're ready.
All right. So Gaston was casting his spell first.
On a rock. With my ardor.
You're you using the rock immediately? Because then you can just cast the spell as you're throwing it.
Well, I want to get this rock like enhanced with the spell, and then I'll like throw it if I need to.
Well, you can either use your action to just enchant it, or you can enchant it and throw it. You have to tell me now.
I will enchant it and throw it at the boy again.
So go ahead
Because he was mean to me.
and roll me
He
your
made me
ardor.
inhale
God.
smoke.
That's I hope you're excited for this.
Seriously? Yuck.
Are you ready to hear what I'm gonna do as well?
Oh, jeez.
I can... W. No, not GM. Gaston. Thank you.
Is mine too long too? Gaston of Sorbelly?
No, it's not how long your name is. It's you might be able to do something with that. All right. What's Sabbatha doing?
So, she's gonna use her daring to create a spell that will be offensive against the girl.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a daring.
What
11. All right. What did you come up with, Mr. Gaston?
Seal. Giant seal.
Which kind of seal? Oh, okay, yeah. You had...
like this is an ocean creature seal.
No, not Oh god, you changed your name to be the same letter.
All right, I'll change it to Quentin.
Uh, who knew whispering was going to be so difficult?
Right?
A. Okay.
Oh, I could like seal him in something.
Alright.
Yeah, you
Damn,
use an
he's
extra seal.
smart.
Oh.
Whatever you do, I can make it really great.
So I can spell soul. I just want to put that out there.
If you want, you can co-op spell with her.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's what I was.
I'll post my
preparing for.
letters just so you can help me if we're gonna co-op.
Yeah, why don't you
Okay.
just both post your letters so you can both.
I already have exactly what I need, and whatever it is, it's gonna make it really great.
All right.
part of me wants to do soul pet to pet their soul.
Any psychological damage.
Or
Pale facts.
soul pets to have a stampede of pets that will.
Oh dang! Do it!
Soul pets it is.
Okay, and then I'm going to add my thing that I rolled, which is really great. These are now really great soul pets.
I don't have two S's, so it's a singular soul pet.
Well, it's a really great soul pet.
Yeah, it's a good one though.
It's a soul pet.
I have a
A
seal.
really great soul pet.
Yes.
All right, so we'll resolve Sabbath's thing. Really great soul pet, and
I'm
it's just
so happy that I was able to do just really great.
and it's charging her down.
Yeah. Dude, do eel seals. You can tie them up with an eel.
Seal, eel, seal.
Yep.
I could have done slap.
You could have done fouls. Oh, you couldn't do foul slap.
Yeah,
You could do foul tap.
The difficulty to hit them
Foul
is 6.
tap.
Sabbatha, go ahead and roll.
Bonuses since they're really great.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with a plus 2 dice.
So okay.
I can't. Is there a way to? No, you can't, never mind.
The soul pet is unable to get at her.
But
Must
it's
have
really
been a
great.
cat.
I'm so sorry, teacher. I let you down.
It was
Alright.
really great.
Well, now I'm gonna eel seal the boy.
I could have done.
Seal him in
something
eels.
too.
It's just gonna be like an entangle sort of spell.
Fate
Yeah, pretty
pal.
much.
All right, so his defense will be this.
A fate pal.
The difficulty to succeed is a 4. You beat.
Haha!
Ah.
Was that with what?
You throw a rock which turns into an eel and starts wrapping itself around his body. He'll take vigor damage. Yeah.
I like that this freaking
Harder,
wizard is based
but-
on throwing rocks at
Yes.
people.
It's great.
I love it.
It only does 1 damage. All right.
Okay. Great. 1 damage. Fantastic.
All right, I have my next move for when
Okay.
I can do it.
All right, and then you're letting them go last again, so they're gonna go. Also, their teacher didn't do anything last round. Oh well.
Oops. Just kind of watched. Wow.
Yeah, he's just kind of like,
Easy.
ooh.
He sees me start casting spells.
Fancy
Like, wait, we're
bus.
supposed to do that?
/R 46.
So is he the same skill as me?
Pretty much.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, he's exactly like that. You both got promoted together, really.
Oh, wow. So this really is just a competition. He's my Snape to me being Dumbledore? I don't know.
James.
Bro.
Yeah, James, because he's dead!
Or Harry to Malfoy.
Mouth
For
oil?
going Harry Potter. Oh, I don't know. Harry Potter's not a very good
So-
comparison.
I
The
don't even...
the girl, looking to the other girl, Sabbatha, is going to cast Great Quit.
Oh god.
Oh no! Yeah, succeed this
So
one, bro.
this is going to be a spell to try and make you want to quit.
Wait, but she saw it
I
coming.
almost casted a spell that was
That's
gonna make him...
true.
Oh, yeah.
My visions.
Yeah, you don't get any penalties for the slowness.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's right.
So what do you want to use for defense?
So she's using a quit. I'm going to use my smart to identify that it's not me wanting to quit. It's that guy.
All right, roll your smarts. It's that guy.
It's the evil thing over my shoulder.
Oh no, you're learning lessons from my prioritized spell.
Difficulties 5.
Uh-oh.
Also,
Get a 6 or 5.
hold on. This is not for her attack. All right.
Uh-oh.
Now this
She
is for her
meant
attack.
it. Oh.
As Quentin is able to see the teacher assisting.
No!
Rolls a 6 and a 5, so you take 2 smart damage.
So how does this work?
You apply
smart.
this at the end of this round. So as soon as the boy takes his action and we start the next round, you subtract 2 from your smarts whenever you want to roll smarts.
Make sure that you keep track of what your current impulses are, so that you can put them back to normal when you heal and stuff.
Yeah, there's different healing and stuff. So
So make sure you keep track of what you have right now.
so the spell hits you, and you feel really down on yourself, almost like you just don't belong.
I know what my next. Wait, is the turn over?
The turn's not over. The boy has his turn left.
Hmm.
He's currently battling a seal, or no, an eel. I mean, technically, all spells are supposed to go off at the same time, so this is before the eel.
I have my next action.
I'm going. Okay, Spencer. On your turn, I'm going to try to cast a spell to not only bring you out of the dumps, but inspire you.
See, I was gonna do the same thing with vision.
No. No.
Now I won't.
Do something cool.
Hey, I had a good way to word it too.
Hmm.
Hold on, what's the definition of this word again?
What word?
Oxymoron.
Oh. Oh.
Alright. He's casting Oxymoron on your eel. I guess the difficulty will be 4. Yep. So which apparently contradictory. So it's contradictory. The eel is coming towards him, and it hits him, does the vigor damage, and then turns and wraps itself around, or tries to wrap itself around you. You can try to defend against it.
No. The eel seal has gone bad.
This would be a great spell to keep permanently.
Eel seal? It's not bad, honestly.
No,
I like it.
oxymoron.
Oh, oxymoron, yeah.
To make everything opposite. Gaston, what are you doing for a defense against the eel?
Oh, he's throwing it back at me,
Yeah,
huh?
he's throwing it back at you.
He made it do the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Will this count as a throwing weapon?
You can try to defend against it by throwing something at it, yes.
Nah, I'll just use vigor.
Vigor.
And I'll try to dodge it.
Alright, go ahead and roll vigor. Difficulty is
Ha!
5. Rolls 2 5s. You take 2 vigor damage.
What?
Because he beat it twice. Alright, now everyone apply your damages. Make sure you keep what your original is supposed to be.
I put that in my notes.
Yeah, me too.
Did anybody's go down to 0?
No.
Mine did.
Yours went down to 0. That means you can no longer use vigor for anything,
Yeah.
including vigor-based spells. Alright, start of the round. Do you guys want to let them go first, or are you going first? Who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
You want to go first.
So, even though I really want to quit right now because I'm down about live and I'm goth now.
Wait, you're used to the feelings. You're fine.
I'm going to use my daring to create.
Increase mood by 5.
Well, I was going to use vision to do
I know,
that,
I just
but
say because you're goth now.
so. All right, so I'm going to use daring to create another spell that will. Actually, I'm just going to use a big fool on her
Alright.
to make her look like a fool and mess up her spell, her next spell.
Alright, so she's going to roll a defense. You're specifically just trying to make her mess up her spell.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So I guess she'll defend with.
I would roll my smarts, right?
Yeah, you would, but wait for the defense.
Just getting it ready.
So could I roll a permanent spell, or can you roll defense for others?
What do you mean?
Like, say someone were to target Sabetha with a spell, could I perhaps cast like prioritize on the attacker to make them want to not do that?
Yeah.
Want to
That
attack
would use your
someone
action.
else.
That would just use your action.
Okay.
All right. So the defense is 6.
Ah!
You got a 6. What were you doing again? You were just trying to interrupt her next spell.
Attacking.
Yeah, interrupt your next spell.
So she'll make her next spell at a -2 dice.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use another bus.
I guess a -1 dice. Yeah.
Yeah, do the bus. You get a +2 dice to that. Remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna use another bus.
You got the rage
Arcane
lane.
bus.
Yeah, the Rage Lane Arcane Bus.
I really wish I noticed I could do road rage lane. That would have been so good.
So,
Wish I could give permanent spells to other people.
Yeah.
so I get 3. I'm gonna do it at the dude, the boy again. I'm gonna like try to have this bus like when it hits him. It's not. I don't want it to kill him though, because it's a big bus. When it runs over him, I want it to do smarts damage. You know, because it's arcane. I can change it, right?
Oh, it is an arcane bus.
No, the damage will be whatever he defends with.
I see. Oh yeah, I'll just attack him with a bus then.
Yes, it is arcane bus. I think like you could
Yeah.
probably
Also,
do that it's
it'd be-
non-lethal.
It would also be useless because their smarts is 0. So.
Oh wow, they're dummies.
Also, you didn't let me roll defense.
Should I roll again?
What do you-
After
You're just casting Arcane Bus. What has happened? You just wanted to
I just wanted to run him over.
run him over.
Actually, I get +2 to that. I forgot. Hold on. I do
Oh,
have to
yeah.
reroll then. So I'll let you roll first then.
Yeah, you can just reroll. I guess this is his best one there. Difficulty's a 4. You hit him.
Well,
Yes!
Great.
It's all thanks to the extra dice.
Yeah.
Hit once.
2-1, 2-1. All right,
Wow.
so you do one faith damage.
Oh wow, he doesn't believe in God anymore. Just kidding.
Well, now he's at 3 faith. At the end of the round.
Also,
That's
the
true.
teacher's doing Jack again. Oh well.
All right, on my turn, I'm going to focus my energy onto, I guess, Gaston. I'm going to try to buff him specifically somehow.
All right.
Can I use my smarts to try to think of a good way to do that?
Above me.
Sure.
Now I do want to quit.
Your teacher's
Well, you
not
already did.
helping.
You already did a thing. You already buffed you once.
Gaston's the only one that's done damage.
I
Yeah, I
gave
know.
her a really great soul pet.
You did. You gave her a really great soul pet, which she squandered.
Yeah, so I mean, for sure.
/WQ and back to the letters.
It's their turn, isn't it?
Oh, there's my beautiful letters.
Yep. I was just giving him his letters for what he was doing.
Nice.
Their turn. The boy. We'll go with the boy first. What does the boy want to do? I guess the boy is going to try and cast on Gaston.
If I had an R, I could cast Get Wrecked.
I shouldn't have rolled. That was dumb.
What's he trying to do?
He's trying to hit you with a light so hot it burns.
Whoa.
What sort of defense would you like to give against that?
Nerve.
Wait, can I finish my spell first?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Day Guide to help him learn new ways to not have to worry about being in the sun or being in hot and bright light.
All right.
Nice.
I love it.
So I guess I summon a friendly little genie that's like, oh, don't forget your sunglasses, and don't forget to wear
Sunblock.
sunscreen. And starts applying it.
Make your defense whatever you choose with a plus. What did you say? Day guide.
Yeah, it's Day Guide.
We'll just go with a +1 dice.
What's a +1?
Yep.
If I had another E, I could just have done the guide.
The guide.
Nerve. There you go. +1. I'm gonna stand there and gonna be like, you can't hit me.
You
No,
can't.
the sunblock.
Ha!
That's with a +1.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. His
I
three
only
would
have one in nerve.
his 3 would have missed.
And after the Day Guide genie is done applying all of your new sunblock and giving you a nice pair of sunglasses, he disperses.
Yep.
Ooh, these cool glasses. I like them.
All right.
I'm immune to daylight now.
What is their thing?
Just imagine it's like one of those a big fog as the genie does its work and it comes off. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt and shorts.
All right. Guess no. Wait, he can't actually do that because that's direct.
I threw a bus at him.
Remember the girl.
Yeah, I was gonna do the teacher, but then I realized the teacher can't actually cast at the other students.
Oh, is that a rule?
Yeah, you can't attack the other students.
Oh,
You
okay.
can buff your own.
You can buff your own, you can defend your own, but you can't throw a fireball at your enemies.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. I wasn't choosing to because that's not what
Whoa.
my character would do.
The teacher is gonna try and heal his student. He has a permanent spell for that.
Boo.
He beat the difficulty. He is able to heal a student. All right. Why did I roll? Oh, because he heals 3 damage.
Oh, you can heal. That's cool.
All right, so the girl's gonna go next.
I could have done Get Sun.
She is going to try and cast. Oh, I don't need to roll for it. It's a permanent spell. Sabbatha, the ground beneath you is going to shake and quake and try to knock you over.
Except I interrupted it.
What is your defense?
Okay. I still have to roll my defense even though I casted my spell to interrupt it?
Yes, it's
Oh,
just
he
gonna
said-
make, it's
yeah,
gonna
he-
make
he-
it so she
okay.
rolls less dice.
I'm going to use my smarts to know where to stand and not fall over.
All right, go ahead and roll your smarts.
Also, I'm really upset that I could have done Fancy Day Guide.
Fuck me.
All right, so she just needs to roll a 2.
Dang it!
She rolled a 2. All right, so you go ahead and take 1 more smarts damage.
Oh.
Okay, I'll help you next, Spencer. I mean, Sabbath.
Okay, teacher man.
So that means your smarts is at 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that was your big one, wasn't it? Ouch.
Quinn.
It's until
Mr.
it's until
Quinn.
people give up, by the way.
I will never.
Really? Okay.
So I guess top of the round. Everyone apply whatever damage you had done to
Done.
you. Or healed from
Mr.
you.
Quinn, a bead of sweat drops down Mr. Quinn's head, but he's not giving up yet.
Did I take any damage?
You took
Oh.
All right.
vigor damage, I think?
Can I do my spell?
No.
Sure. What do you want?
I'm gonna use vision to give myself laser eye vision to shoot the girl in the face.
All
give myself laser eye vision to shoot the girl in the face.
All right, so that's very specific. You say you're gonna use
That's-
vision to attack the girl.
Yeah, do that. Don't say
Yeah.
laser eye vision, because you're
Vision.
never gonna get laser eye.
Vision to attack the girl.
Go ahead and roll it.
There. Now I said it.
Make her see hallucinations and make her go crazy. Why don't you leave?
Woo!
11 letters. That's pretty good.
Oh, pretty good.
No,
I'm going.
Vision.
no
Attack the girl.
letter,
See what I do.
no letters for laser, unfortunately.
I'm going to cast a spell on Sabetha to either like heal her or buff her or anything like that. I'll be focusing on defensive buffs
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna.
with smirts.
I really wanted that food to arrive so I could take the utensils.
Oh, okay.
That would have been good.
That was sneaky.
I just want to point out that I can do knave.
Knave?
Knave.
Naive.
Could I do naive? I don't know how it's actually spelled.
You could do it. It's spelled the same way.
You gone.
You could do naive.
I was gonna do gone ye.
You thought you had a lot of E's last time, Josh. There you go.
Goodness.
There's 6.
Or no, it was gone yay that I was gonna do.
6 of your 21 letters are E's.
Yay gone.
Yay gone.
Ye gone.
What, does that really work for vision?
I don't know.
To see the bigger picture? I guess it kind of does.
So she can't see the bigger
Wait,
picture.
wait.
Yay, her vision's
Dude.
gone.
Wait, you could do I gone.
Oh,
You can-
Make her eye gone!
no, because I wouldn't have an
this.
extra E for gone.
Oh.
That could backfire on
you
me
c-
though.
Yeah, you could spell it wrong.
You could do this.
I know.
She
No
can't
I!
see
No I!
No eye!
Josh, you can do escalate.
Escalate no I!
Well, no, I'm casting a defensive thing,
Yeah, I
though.
know, I know.
That's true.
Escalate my
You
smarts.
Escalate no I would have been so good.
Two no eyes.
Alright, so you're casting no I.
Yes.
So she's going to try to defend with that's the wrong stats, that's the teacher's stats. There we go.
What has she been fighting with?
Faith, mostly.
Is she like shooting things or what?
She's been doing exactly as I've said she's been doing. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what she's cast.
I could do escalator capes.
Alright, Spencer, the
Yeah, I need
difficulty to
6.
hit her is 6.
Yes!
You hit her! She screams as something is happening to her eye.
I really wish I could target someone else with this. I could cast Be a Tree.
It's a good defensive spell. Just turn her into a tree.
Be like a tree and get out of here. Make like a tree.
Alright, what is... Gaston, did you already do something, or have you not?
No, he's gonna throw another rock though. He
Alright.
loves likes to throwing rocks. Summon the bus.
Go ahead and roll your bus spell.
I'm gonna.
Wait, no. Wait, you're doing this bus spell?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he has to do his defense first.
Yes.
Uh,
Is it enhanced still?
Yeah, your bus spell's enhanced.
Nice.
If I had another I could do Cease Idiot.
That would definitely help my smarts.
Exactly.
do it in combo.
That would-
do it in combo with Be a Fool.
That would actually be like a healing.
Yeah, exactly, but I can't spell idiot. I only have one eye.
That's too bad.
So we're gonna get 5.
You have to get a 5.
Oh.
Well, that sucks. I rolled 5 dice and I didn't get it.
Again, a blinding light shoots from his hand to make you miss your target.
Man, again, my bus just hits another wall. Just
Find a Ewik.
barely misses him. Goes around him.
We're finding a Ewik to do cease failure.
Seize failure.
That's so good.
All right. Well, Josh is choosing what he's gonna do.
I think I got it.
All right.
Actually, do their turns first. I'll do this.
All right. The boy is going to cast a spell. Actually, there's no DC for this. It just works. He teleports. He's gone.
Oh.
Where'd he go?
He's actually right behind you.
Wow.
He's right behind Gaston. He's just directly within a foot behind you.
Can I just punch him? Because I'm a pretty strong dude, so...
On your turn, you can. The girl, unless Josh wants to do something first.
I'm going to cast the spell on Sabbatha to envelop her in the protecting forces of nature. I'm going to cast Dawn Tree Capes.
Dawn Tree Capes. All right.
To bathe her in capes made of a hard tree that don't actually feel like hard tree, but as hard as a tree.
Ooh. All right.
To help keep her safe and protected from anything that's thrown at her.
All right.
Seriously.
You'll get a plus. This is a temporary, so plus. We'll say a +2 to your defense.
Cool.
So go ahead and choose your defense for a jet of water.
I'm gonna do daring to dash out of the way, or to just daring to defend. I shouldn't say what I'm doing, or should I?
That doesn't matter when you're
Daring
defending.
to dash out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, honestly, the position on the battlefield isn't too big a deal.
I could have casted another leer at if I really wanted
Yes!
to.
Ooh!
Ooh, dang.
So the second 6 actually lowers her attack as well.
Yes. Thank you,
Uh,
teacher.
3d6 now. Oh, actually,
Once
she took
again, thumbs up from the stands.
Did she take that faith this turn or last turn?
Last time.
I think it was last time.
Alright, so then she only rolls 2.
Aha!
Does not hit. The jet of water shoots and you did daring, right?
Yeah.
You stand there to take it and a bunch of leaves and stuff block the jet of water.
But I guess they disperse afterward.
It's probably a pretty small jet of water.
Yeah, they explode into more water.
No, it would have to be a small piece of water if it was a single tree cape. I did Dawn Tree Capes. There's a lot of capes.
It's a lot of water.
I know, just kidding.
It's a water jet.
Water
The
jet.
spell was water jet.
Not bad.
Although apparently her faith is now garbage.
What is she, a Pokemon?
I don't think
It's
Pokemon's...
not very effective.
Okay. So that's the end of that round. Everyone apply whatever damage you have to yourself.
I don't have any.
First things first, I'm going to do something to increase my student Sabbatha, since he's been doing pretty badly. I'm going to do something to make her attack better.
Yay.
All right. Go ahead and roll whatever you're going to roll.
Smarts.
Because why wouldn't you?
Woo.
Of course. Smart is the most versatile thing. Just if someone tries to fight me, I don't think I can really smarts my way out of it.
Not every
Probably
time.
could.
Yeah, not physical fights.
Yeah. Can I use my daring to attack the girl?
Yeah, you can just daringly just charge up at her and attack her. You don't need to
Don't
use
do
a
it
spell.
until I give you your buff, though.
Okay.
All right, so we'll wait on your turn. Gaston, anything you want to do?
Okay.
That's an important thing. Is you don't ever have to actually cast a spell if you don't want to. You can just attack.
Like, how?
Like, you choose what you want to attack with, like how you're attacking. Like vigor, you're just straight up punching him in the face. If you're doing daring, you're just gonna run up in their face even though you're damaged. You're gonna do it anyway.
No, I don't have any vigor left, so that's not gonna be very useful.
I'm just saying you can.
So he's a foot behind me, so he's like breathing distance.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna wind up my last stone and just like right into his chest. A giant bust.
I'm actually gonna give you a -1 for the close proximity of range.
What? All I'm doing is just.
You still get a +1 net overall.
Fine.
Go ahead.
Roll your defense.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, my defense first. He's not damaged right now.
If I had another T, I could do last resort.
The defense. Oh, you actually get another -1 to your attack.
Wait, how do you get 2 6s? I saw 2 5s on the field, though.
The chat says 2 6s.
But the
Just
dice.
the chat's the
solved
important
it.
one.
It's so weird, though.
Sometimes the 3D dice go wonky.
Sure.
You're not supposed to roll that many dice. But even if you take off the last one,
Literally just forgot.
Yeah, even if I take off the last one, you hit.
Nice. I
So-
like it.
You do 1 damage. Don't
Ugh.
actually change that. Bye. Alright.
So can I do my daring now?
1 second.
Oh, that's right. We were waiting for you.
Okay. Spencer, are you ready for this?
I am.
On Sabetha, as a last resort, Quentin casts Create Beast.
How do you create beast out of this?
Am I using... oh my gosh, are you serious? I think I've been using the wrong set of letters.
Oh no! I was gonna say you're missing all sorts of letters. This is gonna be a fun mess up.
Oops.
You could almost do it. You're just missing a couple key letters. All right, so I guess we'll go to the boy's turn. The boy's gonna try and straight up punch you in the face.
Wait, no, I have it. In order to keep her safe, I'm going to cast Dare to Stand.
Dare
Hopefully-
to stand.
Think her daring, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I'd give you a +1 for that.
Cool.
We're doing the thing I just said though. Gaston, go ahead and pick your defense for getting punched in the face.
I'm gonna use nerve. I'm just gonna say
I
in
like
his
it.
face, "Don't you dare."
All right, roll your defense.
That's a
There
very
you
nerdy
go.
thing to do.
Oh.
No, you're kidding.
You did not intimidate him, and he just clocks you. You take 1, whatever damage you just said. Nerve damage. All right, Sevetha, do you want to do yours or wait for the girl first?
Yeah, let's do daring.
All right. So you charge down the girl, and you're gonna attack with daring.
Whoa.
All right. The girl needs to roll her defense.
I haven't got my letters.
Are you casting a spell instead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just straight up attacking.
No, I wanted to cast a spell using daring.
All right. This has to be a pretty special spell then, being a daring spell.
Also with 8 letters.
Oh God.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here you go. Everyone can see this. I'm not
Oh
worried.
God.
Heal!
I don't even know.
Heal is the only word.
It
Ale?
is.
You could ale her.
Get her drunk. Hit her with a cask of ale. That's pretty daring.
Oh, okay.
Oh, guys. Oh, okay. Apparently, the word "hale" (H-A-L-E) means a person, specifically an elderly one, who is strong and healthy. So maybe you could get strong and healthy.
Well, I could use my hail to punch her in the face.
Your ale?
No, hail.
Like
You
what?
use your old. All
Oh,
right.
use your
A
old
strong
man
and healthy
strength.
old woman.
So you're summoning a strong and healthy old
Yeah.
woman
Yes!
to come and punch this. Okay.
Yes!
Dare to stand. Yeah, you're making this. This is
I
pretty
dare-
daring. You're summoning an old woman to fight your battle for you.
Yes!
All right. She's gonna roll her defense, I guess.
I mean, I guess it fits the low spell.
Holy cow.
Dare to stand.
Dare to stand!
She's gonna defend with peace.
Oh, I could have done. Oh no! If I had another E, I could do dare to stare.
Aw.
The defense is 6. Use your daring plus. You do get a +1. See if you do an extra damage.
That was with the +1.
Oh, that was with the +1. All right.
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't have rolled a +1 for your letters
Oops.
because you didn't get the +1 for casting the spell. It was for the
Yeah, I didn't realize that. My bad.
Yeah, future. It's fine.
Cool.
I mean, it was.
But I
one
still got a
letter.
6!
You didn't even use the last letter, right?
No, he did.
No, you did.
No.
Oh well. Yeah, you
Oh.
hit you hit the.
The old lady smacks her in the face. That's what you get for casting spells at my summoner.
This is a problem though, because at this point, the elf woman you saw before. Also, you guys don't know what an elf is, just so you know.
Yeah, I figured.
Only humans. The elf lady walks up as the old lady's disappearing. Or at least the elf lady would have been there the entire time. That was clothed in the nature she was watching. And she says, Quentin's team is disqualified.
Why?
There was to be no summoning from the outside world.
What?
I don't remember that.
No, that was actually a rule. The important rule that I actually told you.
I thought you meant like no summoning, as in like no teleportation, like bringing people in.
You just
Which
did.
is what we just did!
You just brought in an old woman.
I didn't know that. I mean, how are we
Oh,
supposed to know it
God.
was an existing woman and not he didn't just conjure a woman.
It wasn't a fake woman.
Oh, Quentin buries his face in his hands.
I did the same.
Wow.
Quentin,
I don't even know what to do now.
I just told her that rule like 2 hours ago. Do you think she was listening?
Probably. Look, they're still novices. They don't have an entire grasp on, the language.
My smart is at 1!
Well,
Shouting from.
it wasn't bad enough to get them expelled, of course.
She was an old lady anyway. She'll probably forget.
We'll make sure to track her down somehow. Well, you're all 4 students presented great magical ability. Everyone, give a big hand to your 4 new brothers and sisters.
As I'm
Yay.
clapping, I walk over to the woman and hold out my hand for a handshake.
The elven woman?
No, the girl on the battlefield.
Oh, the girl kind of looks at you funny, like she wasn't expecting this, and then she'll.
I'm
shake
smiling at her too. I say, "That was really good of you. I'm quite impressed by your magical prowess."
Yeah, she looks at you kind of funny, like she wasn't expecting this, but then she'll shake her hand. Thanks,
Yes.
you too. You were quite good.
Thank you.
Gaston is rubbing his nose.
She then
staring
goes
at
over.
the boy.
She goes over and does the same
with the
I like to
boy.
think the boy is like a tire
Better
tread
hand.
mark across him because of the boy.
Is a tire tread mark. Gaston's got a welt on his lip from getting punched in the face.
He'll hold out his hand as if to shake.
Yeah.
The boy
And then
will
he'll go and he'll smooth out his hair instead of actually shaking the hand.
And the fat Quentin's also going to shake the hand of their master.
The master smiles and is like, don't worry. Sometimes people forget. It's fine.
Of course, yeah, it takes me a
battle,
while to
though.
get used to it. Yeah, very good.
Yes, I like your style of magic. We'll have to convene sometime.
That would be amazing.
All right. Any of those spells that anybody wants to make permanent, this is your last chance.
No.
Wait.
As much as I'd love to make really great a permanent spell.
The only problem is you used it in the tandem with a co-op, so that would only work.
Yeah, I know. I could only cast it on myself. Or just as a spell on its own, right?
You have to do it as a co-op for the specific spell that she casts. So she'd have to save that spell.
Can I make Eel Seal a spell?
If you want to, yes.
It's so
It
good.
would cost you 1 potential point.
Oh.
You have 5.
You have 5.
So do we get healed back to full on our stats?
There'll be a person that comes around and heals you. Yeah.
Okay.
Quinton's gonna come down. Mr. Squinn. He's gonna come down and give his 2 students pats on the shoulders. He's careful with Gaston's though, because he doesn't want to hurt him anymore than he's already hurt. He goes,
It's not that hurt.
The
"It was a
healer,
good
the
show."
healer would be by as well.
He goes, "It was a good show, everybody.
Thank you.
Even though we were disqualified, at least we still dared to stand." He looks up all majestically. It doesn't look that majestic though, because he doesn't have flair.
At this point, Quentin, you look back up out of the ring because you feel eyes on you, like very, very intense stare. And you see the leader. You know him as the Watcher. He's clothed in complete white. His hair is white, and he has a face mask of the front half of a skull.
Ooh.
From underneath the skull, you see his red eyes looking right at you.
I look back up at him.
He'll turn and walk away after holding
Are
the
there,
stare for a second.
are there rules regarding casting spells on other people here?
Usually, yes. I think you have to get their consent.
Rats. I was gonna be like, prioritize telling me the thing that you clearly want to talk to me about.
No, that would probably get you in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
You don't just straight up cast spells on the leader. Mr.
I'm gonna
Watcher.
look back down at my students. I guess not down. Gaston's probably taller than me.
Who was that?
That was the Watcher. He's the one who runs the place.
Oh.
You know the elf lady, or I mean the pointy-eared
Elf?
lady we met earlier. Yes, she's called an elf. You know her?
Yeah?
Her husband.
Oh.
You'd also know the Watcher is also an elf, if you cared.
He's also an elf.
Still confused on what elf is, but okay.
Just people with pointy ears.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know what he wants with me though.
Maybe to give you a raise because you're so great.
I'm hungry after this. I want to go back to my quarters and
Should we
Good
end here?
things-
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was just letting
Yeah,
you do your
it's-
roleplay.
Well, Squinn's gonna say, Mr. Squinn will say, well,
Squinton.
after such a great battle, you should always all go get some rest and something to eat, and training will begin first thing tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Yay.
depart back to his new room.
Indeed. It's in the same place as your old room. However, it's upgraded.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys, so ends this adventure, this one shot.
Can we do more?
We definitely can. This is a lot of
I
fun.
want to. I love this so much.
It's so much fun.
It was, yeah. Everyone, give your thoughts.
It's so good.
I would like to consolidate my points more into 1 or 2 skills rather than all the random ones, because it makes my options very limited what I can do, because I don't have enough dice to do it.
Yeah, that's. I tried to warn you, but there's no way really to warn somebody about that. They just have to learn.
That's why I did 3 stats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spencer only
that's-
had 3 stats.
I have like one really good one, which is smarts, and then a couple that are like slightly like decent or a little bit.
Like what I was thinking is I could probably put like my arter's good. I could probably put more into either like vigor or
I
like
think vigor fits your character. Either
Yeah.
vigor or like flair or nerve.
Or daring.
Daring, yeah.
All of those
Yeah.
are pretty good.
maybe get rid of clout, get rid of
Oh yeah, you probably don't need
trust.
clout. I have 2 in trust. Cause I can make my students trust me.
Oh!
Trust is good for working together with other spells.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So everyone enjoyed it. Everyone wants to do it again. We'll be back.
Yes.
Probably not with these exact same characters.
Yeah.
What? Aw.
That's fine.
Maybe.
Well, you could probably do the exact same character if you really wanted to.
Okay, because I like Mr. Squinn.
Yeah.
Wait, if we were to do a different campaign, would it take place in the same universe?
I would probably do a different universe.
Hmm.
Although I could do the same one if you guys really wanted to.
I kind of like this. That's just me.
All right, yeah. So I guess if we return, we will
Cool beans.
return in this universe.
Plus, I gotta find out what the crap the freaking leader was looking at me for.
Thank you, campers, so much for watching. If you liked, please leave a like down below. If you want to see more, head to our channel. Check out some of the other stuff. If you want to see some other stuff, there's other stuff out there. Until next time, we'll see you around the campfire. See you, campers.
And always remember,
Bye.
there's always time to learn.
And dare to stand.